Where did I go wrong? I lost a friend somewhere all alone in the bitterness, and I'd have stayed up with you all night had I known how to save a life. And the show goes on. Ours in the chat. All cow lasagna, there's layers to this Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, Log Cow Universe! It's the number one morning show in all of Log Cow. That's right, because I'm the only thing on. Oh, what a night. What a beautiful night. What a glorious night. The fall of man and the rise of cow. I've gathered you here today to hopefully teach you how to save a life. I need to know right now if you're here with me, because I'm here alone. I got no co-host, got nothing. Zayzuda don't know I'm doing this. Nobody knows I'm doing this. Everybody's probably asleep, but I can't sleep. Because I can't help but think somewhere along the line I made a terrible mistake. I let power get to my head. They say absolute power corrupts absolutely. And I've absolutely made a mess of things here in the LCU. In just over a week, I became LolcowRewind president. Well, now I'm not. I don't know how we got here, but I do know one thing. Along the way, I may have lost a friend. And I want to try and look at what I did wrong. Where did I go wrong? I'm not quite sure. Polly D says what we're all thinking. You look like a supersized Jonah Hill right now. It's true. It's true. How to save a life. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to go over some things that I need to see for myself, because I've been told a lot of things by a lot of people, and I don't know who to believe. I don't, all right? I have to take us back. I have to take us back to where I believe this all began. And to do that, we have to go back to, 2 days ago? Was it 2 days ago? Where this all began. I was watching LolcowRewind Bus, and I just happened to see an appearance on LolcowRewind Bus from Batgirl. Now let's take us back to LolcowRewind Bus and just watch some of this action.
Yeah, like I don't think anybody's saying Josh wasn't doing his job. He was doing his job. No. It just was not a good fit. The two did.
So they're talking about how Josh and Sweet Tea didn't fit very well on LolcowRewind Bus. They're talking about how Batgirl brought up that Sweet Tea was unfair to Josh, and Batgirl had been making comments about Sweet Tea. And they're coming to a conclusion right here, right now. So let's check this out.
did not work together. It didn't really feel like Bus, at least to me personally, and I know some other people.
No, you guys are definitely a better bus cast than like fucking, you know, like than Josh and Sweet Tea. That is for sure. That is a better.
No,
part.
it's
but
not
you
even about
can't
that.
deny
Yeah.
that Josh didn't even try.
Oh yeah,
what
absolutely
I mean? Like,
tried.
like,
100% he tried.
I don't think he didn't try either, but me and him just never, like, that first episode, we both thought that the other one just gave up. So, after that, you know, and then after the talk we had with Wings, I was 100% down with, like, you know, like, going with his lead, fucking, you know, I tried my best to fucking fill in gaps, like.
So this is Sweet Tea saying, look, I was doing what I knew how to do on Lolcow Bus. All the judgment she got from Batgirl was her saying, look, I think you might say I didn't do a lot behind the scenes. I didn't do a lot on Lolcow Bus, but I was doing what I could. I was doing my best. This is how she's answering Batgirl, because Batgirl had some words for her, some words that Sweet Tea didn't think were on the up and up. They weren't kind.
I thought I did the best I could under the circumstances, and you know, I talked to my docket team. I do.
Well,
it's just like, and when Mike was here, he didn't use clips, so there was no point in talking to him then either, because I was like, we can't do anything now, and like Josh only used the games and stuff, and that was it, and that was from his docket team. That ran mine out.
Well, we'll have to talk to Josh at some point and square it out. But like, so you guys
Get
are
Josh up here.
So you were just trolling then, like that's the resolution we're at here. So you guys are good.
Dude, I don't fucking genuinely hate anybody.
It's not even about hate. It's not even about hate.
I know. It's just like, this is the whole thing that the universe is about, right? So why are you genuinely going to get pissed? You're acting like Rastov right now. Like,
So I see Sweet Tea, right? She's over here saying, look, I did my best. She's trying to be open and honest. And Batgirl is like, oh my God, you're just like Rastov. Why would you do this? She's like flipping out, right? So in my mind, I'm seeing Batgirl and I'm like, whoa, everybody here's trying to make peace. Batgirl is not a happy camper right now. This is what I see in my mind on Lolcow Bus, what I happen to catch before Lolcow Balls goes live a little later. Let's finish this.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna talk, if you're gonna,
I don't know how genuinely pissed I am. I'm just pointing out that you're a flip-flopper that doesn't have her own opinions.
I don't think, okay, well, you saying that I don't have opinions, that's just you going with what everybody else is saying. That's just...
So Batgirl's saying, look, you saying I don't have opinions isn't your opinion. That's everybody else's opinion. And that's her opinion on people saying she doesn't have opinions.
It's something that everyone is
okay,
saying.
but to be fair, Batgirl,
that's
like
so hypocritical, Sweet Tea. That's so fucking hypocritical.
So she's calling Sweet Tea hypocritical. She's saying it in a way that is very labored, very angered. How could you? You know, and she's coming from a place of high, intense emotion when it feels like, you know, they were almost coming to a resolution, right? So in my mind, I'm thinking Batgirl is not doing great. And if I mistook that, can you see why?
You're saying you don't do that, but like I was watching Cash when this happened. Denmark's like, oh, I don't want to talk shit about Bus anymore, but fuck Sweet Tea. And then you started going in on Sweet Tea, but now you come up here with Sweet Tea and you're like, oh, I don't actually have a problem with you, Sweet Tea. So like you kind of are doing that. Like it depends who you're with, right?
I want to make sure that she knows that, like, I'm not genuinely trying to tear her down.
No, but if you want to talk shit, talk shit. Nobody's...
So it's all for content. She's not genuinely trying to tear Sweet Tea down or fuck with her shit. And now remember, when she was tested, she said, you're acting like Rastov. So before all this, Sweet Tea thinks Rastov is not Sweet Tea, our girl Batgirl thinks Rastov's a very evil, snaky person, right? Like she's using Rastov as basically the replacement for the bad guy here, and he's not a part of this conversation. This is on her mind though, right? She doesn't think highly of Rastov.
It's gonna stop you.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I mean, do it. I don't want you to fucking kiss my ass.
No, I won't kiss your ass, but...
But
no, I will give you credit where it's due.
We're not even here to talk about hate. We're just talking about fucking you talk shit. Let's find out what's going on, because like 5 seconds ago, you liked me.
they're having Sweet Tea and Scooter are having a very rational conversation. Batgirl is very combative, saying, "Oh, it's just jokes, it's just content. You can't hold me accountable for what I say," right? To me, something's going on here with Batgirl. I've known Batgirl for a long time. Batgirl has always been a vibe. She's always been sweet. She's always been chill. I'm looking at this as a fucking red flag. Am I crazy? Because if I'm crazy, I need to know. This does not add up.
Who doesn't talk shit, though? Who doesn't talk shit about who in this universe? That's like...
Who doesn't talk shit in this universe is what she's saying, to say that her words shouldn't carry weight, right? That's what she's telling you right now. She's telling you, we all talk shit. Who cares? Who cares?
We'll never get nowhere if we have arguments like that.
It just comes across fake as fuck whenever you literally were talking shit 45 minutes ago, and then you come here like, oh no, I love you, Sweet Tea. I don't have a problem with you. I was just trolling you.
Now she's laughing at the idea that she's flip-flopping, right? And I'm thinking to myself, something's got to be up with Batgirl. Maybe she's not comfortable, right? That's what I'm thinking in my head. This is all before we bring her up on balls. This is very important, because this is what was going through my mind while I was having this conversation on balls. You need to see this for context. She was not doing okay.
No, come on, you gotta see where we're coming from.
No, I maybe it is because I'm fucking retarded. Maybe it's because I don't fucking understand, like all of that shit. But I just want to make.
She said, maybe I'm retarded. Maybe I don't understand everything. I don't believe that. I think Batgirl is a very capable, talented person here in the universe.
Sure that it's not because I genuinely fucking hate you. It's just because I'm trying to make goofs and laughs, and that's fucking it. That's it.
So yeah, she talks shit on Sweet Tea, and it's not because she genuinely hates Sweet Tea. She's trying to make goofs and laughs. That's it. It's a sentiment I think we're all trying to do here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we actually do all hate each other here.
Well, all right.
All right, I mean, go get your bag.
Yeah.
Go get your bag. Is that what the kids say?
You get your bag too out of prime time, Sweet.
That was... What the fuck was that? I'm so...
Dude.
Even on the way out, she's like, good luck out of primetime, Sweet Tea. She's taking a shot on the way out. She's like, she don't give a fuck. She's just talking her shit, right? So I see this, and obviously, in my head, I feel like if I'm wrong, tell me, please. But I feel like Batgirl's not doing too good. I feel like she's unhappy. She's here on bus defending her actions while being offensive and not she's emotionally just out there. Scooter and Sweet Tea were pretty chill. And she's just all over the place. And I'm like, well, fuck, Batgirl must be going through something, right? That's what I'm thinking in my head. By the way, thank you, Gary. Leona Taylor, chilling with Bam World, appreciate you. So I'm thinking something must be up, right? So then we go on balls, and Rastov starts asking me questions about who could be moved in the universe, who could be removed from the universe. We're having a public discourse on what we think the universe may or may not need. And at this time, guys, I'm the president, right? And everybody's saying I'm not doing enough as a president publicly. And maybe privately I'm not doing enough either. But the criticism is I'm not doing enough. So I'm thinking we're here on LolCow Balls, and I should start talking about the universe in front of people so people can see that I'm trying to make moves, And earlier on Bus, this happened. Rastov said, I heard Bus didn't have a good episode today. I said, I don't know. I saw Batgirl on there because that's what I saw, right? This is the evolution of the conversation. So let's watch what happened here, because this is where Batgirl said we were fucked up to her, all right? This is where we said we had gone too far. Now, remember on Bus earlier, she tried to compare Rastov as the evil being. Randomly, out of nowhere, his name got brought up. So she doesn't like Rastov, obviously. But her and I have always been cool. So I'm thinking to myself, maybe there's something more fun for her to do here where she could chill and relax and be nerdy and get her fucking opinions out. Because she's saying, literally, like right there on bus, she's saying, you're just saying what everybody else says. You don't have an opinion that I don't have opinions. Everybody else says I don't have opinions. That's the only reason you're saying it. Like, there's zero accountability for the idea that everybody's saying she doesn't have opinions. And that's fine. It's hard to take accountability sometimes, especially if you don't know what to do when you're kind of flailing. And so I'm thinking she's flailing because she's not listening to the fact that she doesn't have opinions. They're leaning into it. They're making jokes on Cafe. The joke is that her opinions are her boobs. And I guess, like, if you want to just joke it off, that's fine too. But I'm actually thinking in my head, maybe we put her somewhere where she can be open and have more opinions. Lolcow nerds. Because Tommy is, like he said, the Howard Stern of the show. He takes up a lot of the air. By his own admission, that's the design of the show. He takes up a lot of air. And that's fine. If they like that and that's working for them, cool. But I took a moment to make a choice. David S. Vingman, welcome to Bam World. Thank you. Now, let's watch what happened, because this is the critique she said where we were too far prior to her appearance. Scooter said, Scooter, I'll have to look into that for Rewind tonight. I saw that Batgirl came up on bus and raged at Sweet Tea, said not everything I say is personal, like don't take it personal. I'm just riffing and joking. Now, remind you, she said don't take it personal. So here, I'm like, I'm going to riff and joke on Batgirl because we're having a don't take it personal quote from Batgirl we just watched. And I'm thinking I'm going to riff and joke with Batgirl, but I know it's out of a good place because her and I have a really good relationship, or I thought we did. And then Sweet Tea said, okay, well, get your bag. And then as Batgirl left bus, she said, yeah, get your bag out of prime time. Like, took a deep cut after she just said everything she said wasn't personal.
The thing about Batgirl is every time, like, the thing is she cracks jokes, but if you crack one back, she fucking loses her mind. It's
goddamn right she did, and it's not just her. It's Tommy C too. This was fucking jokes, apparently, that caused her to say she didn't want to do Lolcow Nerds, and that's fine. All she had to do was say no, and I'll show you that later too.
What? It's happened to me so many times where she's like, I was just kidding, man. I'm like, yeah, so was I. Like, I don't know. Maybe we could blame it on the alcohol, because she gets fucking drunk at like 8 a.m. every day.
That was a shit talk from Rastov saying she gets drunk at 8 a.m. every day. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't watch Cafe every day. I don't care if it's true or not. I think Batgirl should be able to drink on her show, whether it's 8 a.m., 8 p.m., or whenever. We drink on shows. We get loose. We chill. It's okay. So that comment from Rastov, I didn't agree with then. I don't agree with now. But he's allowed to make that fucking comment. Don't you remember, Batgirl? You just said it's all comments. It's all jokes. But the problem is she thinks Rastov is fucking evil. So she takes it to heart. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the simps that Batgirl has more than 2 opinions. That's a funny joke. If you can't take the joke, Batgirl, I guess take your own advice and move on. That's what you told Sweet Tea to do just before this. We're making jokes.
Is she on notice?
Maybe.
Dude, Batgirl, you on notice.
I love Batgirl. I love Batgirl. I love her. I love Gap Blurl. I love Black Girl. I love Batgirl. I do. I think she's fantastic. Honestly, I prefer a woman that shuts up most of the time.
Come on.
Am I talking shit here? Of course. Did we not just solidify that Batgirl herself said, it's all jokes. It's what we do here. Get over it to Sweet Tea. Did she not just say that? Yes, she just did. So these are jokes. Take your own fucking advice. What the hell?
Come on, man. No, Bill.
Batgirl is a parrot who can't take a joke. Woozy face emoji.
See, I don't think Batgirl is a parrot who can't take a joke. I think Batgirl is very, very uncomfortable right now with the universe saying she has no opinions, right? Obviously, that's a trigger point for her. And why do they think she has no opinions? Maybe it's because she's on Cafe and Tommy C's joke is that her opinions are her boobs. Maybe that allows everybody else to say that her opinions are her boobs. And maybe she needed a new platform to show people who she is, the person I know who she is, the person I actually care about, which is wild because I think Batgirl is an impressive talent for a lot of reasons. She's an artist. She's a musician. She's a model. She looks cool as fuck. She just looks cool. I love a lot of things about her, and I don't love that she's unhappy right now. And you can tell she's unhappy because she breaks down so quickly at the thought of her not having opinions. And how can we fix that, right? How can we fix that? That's my question. My thought was give her a platform to breathe a little because Tommy C, the talent, said self-admittedly that he takes up most of the space. He's the shock jock, the host, the Howard Stern. That's what he said himself. I mean, we're not fucking crazy here to think this.
No.
I'm kidding. I like Batgirl. I think she's quirky. I think she's
Do you think she's
an interesting
overpowered
fit
then?
next to a dominant host.
Do you think she's overpowered by fucking Tommy C and maybe she needs to be on a different show like Cash, maybe?
But what would she do on Cash? Maybe. Rastov obviously is leading here. Rastov obviously has an opinion here. But look, Batgirl thinks Rastov is evil. Tommy C thinks Rastov is evil. They talk shit on Rastov all the time. What the fuck else is Rastov supposed to be doing here?
She
Maybe
shakes
she'd
her
have
ass
more
on
room to
Cash.
grow on Cash. Let's put her on Cash.
I thought you'd see it my way.
Now, was she shaking her butt twerking on Cash? Yes. Was I saying good? Let's put her on Cash as a joke? Yeah, good. I think the butt shaking stuff is fun. Have fun. I want Batgirl to have fun. I'm kidding. Like who else sits with Tommy C in that seat, you know? She's a Cafe original, so you have to figure out who you move through. I would say she's the OG on Cafe.
I think half of the reason that Cafe people don't get upset at me, please, for making a comment about Cafe. I mean this with all sincerity.
They sure didn't listen, dude. They sure didn't listen.
I think Tommy needs someone on the show that's going to challenge his opinions. Because part of the problem that I've heard with Cafe is the people that like it only like it because they like Tommy. They liked him before he was doing it, so they're watching it. But it's his opinions, and it doesn't go anywhere. Like no one responds to him. No one's reviewing the clips. Nobody's responding to anything. I feel like if he had someone on the show that he could debate every single day, I think it would be very interesting.
Okay, is that shit talk or is that realistic criticism? So far, the shit talk has been talking about her opinions and her boobs or her dancing, her butt and everything, which they joke about on Cafe. She did on Cash. We're getting all the things the people say about Batgirl out of the way comedically so we can open up the onion and get down to the layers that matter. Like this is just easy, simple psychological stuff.
Right? If they were actually having proper discussions about it, I think it would be very interesting. Because one of Tommy's strengths, one of my favorite things about him when I was watching original Lolcow was that he would challenge both Boogie and Wings on everything they said. And the arguments were what made that original cast so fun. But now,
who could
you
it
don't
be?
get, though. I don't know.
So we're talking about Tommy C not having someone to really get in and argue with. And we're talking about that being what his glory is. We're saying that maybe Cafe is just a little morning fluff show. And maybe that's fine, right? Maybe that's all they need. But we're just fucking spitballing here.
I don't know who it would be. I genuinely don't know who it could be.
Wonder Woman?
No, come on, bro. Like, it's not even funny.
What?
What? Wonder Woman.
What?
Who?
It was funny.
See, I don't think it. Let's see, KT Lady said Buff. I don't think it could be Buff either. I don't think it could be Buff either because Buff likes him.
What about Jay from Tech Talk? JKB and Tommy C. In the morning. JKB, very opinionated man. Very outgoing, talkative. JKB and Tommy C might be an interesting back and forth banter duo. This is literally just us throwing ideas around. None of this was the gay ops thing that Tommy C wants you to think it is.
You want to know who I think would make it very interesting if they were actually adversarial?
Who's that?
Ken and Tommy C. Do you know how interesting that would be, having the two original hosts, like the original drivers of the truck, trying to run the show? But I think they also have very similar backgrounds, so I don't know how much they would disagree.
Yeah, I feel like Tommy C and Ken would be interesting, but also I don't see those guys really going head to head. It's more like it would be a corner on the market for those type of guys, you know? They just fit along very well.
Who would go in that? Because I think Batgirl's just a seat filler. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. Tommy is the show.
Now, Rostov saying that is literally what Tommy said the other day in response to all this. He said, you know, we made a deal. Me and Batgirl made a deal. I would be the host. I would be the Howard Stern. I would be the show. And she would be the co-host, you know. She would bring in other things. That's just what he said. So Rostov's not out of pocket saying this. He's not. Is it harsh? I don't know. Maybe because it's coming from Rostov. But why is Rostov not allowed to have an opinion?
You know, and again, Cafe people, I don't dislike either of them. I'm not being a dick, I promise. Okay, please don't fucking get mad at me.
I think Ken is so similar to Tommy, though, that they would have. Here's the thing: they're so similar that they would lock down that demographic, right?
Maybe
you would people who adore. Final Chicken says no one should take Rostov's advice on how to grow a channel. That's one of the issues. He has destroyed Live. They haven't gained a subscriber since he joined. I got to tell you this, Rostov is life support. Live lost Keemstar, Live lost Wings, and Rostov is the life support keeping it alive. If you can't see that, if you're focused on growth, then look at the growth around Live. Look at the fact that Cafe even exists. That's the growth. It's an outward growth, not an upward growth. So there is growth here. And Rostov, unfortunately, has been a part of that growth. Like Tommy has, like Batgirl has. Everybody who's in the LCU has been a part of the new growth of Lolcow Live. Focusing on Lolcow Live's growth is the wrong perspective, in my opinion. Or that type of demographic would feel solid there. The very Big Al says, I mean, both Billy and Rostov said they don't watch Cafe. Tommy and Batgirl have pretty good chemistry. Dude, pretty good chemistry is great. It's great. Nobody was actively trying to take Batgirl away from Tommy C, despite Tommy C's need to make this about him. This is about me seeing Batgirl on bus and taking Batgirl's frustrations and actions and emotions that she showed on bus as a sign that maybe she needs some help showing people what her opinions are. Because that's her biggest complaint, is that people don't give her credit for having opinions. And then Tommy makes this about him right off the bat. If he actually cared about Batgirl, he would have defended her and not said, you guys are just trying to take my girl away from me. That's
Honest
wild.
question, what does Batgirl bring to the table? Watch an episode of Cafe and tell me what she does.
I'll tell you what Batgirl does. Batgirl is fun. She's agreeable. She laughs. She's cute. She does art. She dresses up. She does like goal-oriented things. These are valuable things in entertainment. I'm sorry. Anybody who knows entertainment can see the value Batgirl has. And that's why she was put on Lolcow Live as a co-host when she was. They needed a vibe change. They needed a mood. They needed something chill, fun, fresh. And she brought that to the table. And that includes her drinking. You know, I hate people talking shit about her drinking. Let a bitch drink. It's not a big fucking deal. 8 a.m., whatever. That's when her show was live. That's when she wants to have a little bit of a party in a can. Let her fucking party. You can judge that all you want, but look at this entire universe. We party out of cans. Sorry, it's true. Opinionated, strong, veteran, coffee enjoyer.
Yeah, I think Batgirl needs to be on a show with somebody around her own age that she can fucking have fun with.
Yeah, but she got the tattoo, Rastov.
Oh, who gives
she got the fucking tattoo.
Who gives a fuck? Like,
I think we're not allowed to do anything to people who have tattoos. We fucked that up.
well, you know what,
We have
bro?
no tattoos.
That's a good enough reason for me to not get one.
See me taking a little shot at Rastov? As Rastov, we're not allowed to do things to people who have tattoos. You got to get tattoos. I'm taking shots at everybody. I'm actually very enjoyable in the Lolcow universe. And it's when autistic idiots take it personal and make it about themselves that things get too much. Fuck that. This is really where all this comes from. Motherfuckers want to be the victim so bad. Be the fucking hero. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for people around you. Just listen to this shit. Let's put Lolcow. Let's make Lolcow tattoo with
Nightmare
Batgirl and Nightmare.
I'm gonna be honest. I was gonna get my tattoo until I saw hers, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." Even people that were bullying me for it were like, "Don't do it. Please don't get it." I was like, "All right, I'll listen to you because you were bullying me."
Mooch says Ken has to work. He's not looking for a show, is he? I think he's about to be a regular on Cafe.
He's on Cash as much as he can.
Cash.
But
Sorry. I keep mixing Cafe and Cash as names. I mean, there's 4-letter C words. Gotta help me. You have to remember Rastov's commentary on Batgirl. There's no love lost between Cafe and Rastov. Tommy C inherited a hatred for Rastov. Doesn't know Rastov other than the fact that he can sense the type of person Rastov is. The problem with that is he literally inherited an audience that hated Rastov because of the feud Rastov had with Ken. So like he inherited a hatred. That's pretty disingenuous to just come in and not make a fucking real effort to figure somebody out, but create them as the villain because it's easy. And of course, Batgirl, part of Cafe, she fell into that too. She was pretty fucking even with Rastov and I through all of that up until Tommy came around. She was ball girl. She would come up on fucking balls and be a co-host with us. Like we had been fans of Batgirl since the jump. Her first appearance was on Lolcow Aussie, a show Rastov hosted. Like it goes back, it goes deep. And when Ken got fired, I can obviously see why Batgirl would be more against Rastov because the whole Cafe aura was anti-Rastov at that point. I get it.
I genuinely think Batgirl needs to be with somebody who can match her energy, who she can have fun with, and be fucking a young adult. Like,
I would love Yo Mama and Tommy together. Like, I feel like that would be interesting, but that's a lot of power in one place.
It could be interesting. I mean, at one point there was potentially going to be a Batgirl and Zay show if Buff had gone to live.
Batgirl and Zay in Lolcow Cafe.
And I still think that could be interesting, by the way.
What if Lolcow Babe was... Just add Batgirl and Zay to Lolcow Babe?
Why don't we put fucking Batgirl on Nerds? Because she is actually a nerd.
So this right here is where we start to think we're cooking. We're like, oh shit, she is a nerd. This could be where she could get her opinions across easier. All right, so then we'd have to figure out who sits next to Tommy.
To be honest, he doesn't need anyone, but I think he needs somebody. I think he needs somebody that can match the same energy as him, and actually.
So Rastov's saying Tommy doesn't even need anyone, but he needs someone who can match the same energy of him and give him like an actual fucking conversation. So is this us talking shit that Batgirl isn't as strong as a talker as Tommy C? Are we saying something evil here? They would want you to think we are.
We disagree.
What up, Sir Joseph Pesci?
Agree with him and have a genuine argument. I don't know who that is. I really don't.
Yeah, there's some thought going in there. We put Tech Protect and Tommy on Lolcow Cafe.
I think it might
Good
be.
morning.
It might be too early for Tech Protect.
Yeah. Interesting. Do we put Thick Gemini dressed as Becky Boop on
Thick
Lolcow
Gemini
Cafe?
on Cafe with Tommy C might actually be fucking hilarious, dude.
Is that a cook-off right there? Are we cooking with fire?
Should we just have Batgirl jump on fucking Nerds tonight with Buff? Should we just do that now?
Yeah.
All right, get Batgirl up on balls now. Right now.
Batgirl, where you at? You want it on balls. So this is when we start calling Batgirl up because we want her on balls. We want to talk to her about putting her on Nerds. I need everybody watching right now to remember what we just saw, okay? Was I talking shit about Batgirl? Very fucking little. Was it after Batgirl was talking shit about Sweet Tea and saying, this is all jokes. You can't take what I say seriously. It's what we do here. This is literally like an hour after that, 2 hours after that. She just said this on Bus, which spurred this entire conversation. It came up from Rastov asking me about Bus. You can see it in linear timeline. There's no gay op here. But that's what Tommy C would want you to think, because Tommy C needs to be the victim here. He needs it. He feeds off of it. But you're watching with your own eyes. This is not fucking evil, crazy shit. This is just us thinking of what we could do with the universe if we had the power. And wink, wink, I was the president. I had the fucking power. Shit. Batgirl. Sir Joseph Pesci, thank you for the grifted. Come to the Oval Office, Batgirl. Appreciate you, Pesci. Balls are oval. Come to the Oval Orifice, Batgirl. Michael DiVincenzo says, you just said take her off Cafe and go to Nerds. Did I say that definitively? It was an option, right? It was an option to replace her on Cafe. We're just spitballing here. But I think Tommy really does look at Batgirl as his meal ticket. He said it. He said, we made a deal. I would be the mouth. I would be the radio host, and you would do all the crazy dance Batgirl stuff, He does feel like he's found a way to earn in the LCU using Batgirl's talent. So he's worried of us taking it away, I suppose. I don't know. Like, Like, all of this was just us talking about what ifs. Are we tagging her? Is
I am,
anybody
yeah.
tagging her? Gotta send the bat signal out there. We don't practice Santeria. We ain't got no crystal ball.
Yep. She said, what for what? And I said, because your president and community manager have requested it.
Thank you.
I had to name drop Billy, so hopefully that actually works.
Now I want my Batgirl now. So Batgirl hates Rostov. It's pretty obvious she hates Rostov. The cafe cult hates Rostov. That's where this is brewing. Cause Rostov said, "Hey, come up on balls right now." And she's like, "For what?" It's like, President Billy said so. It's like, I'm thinking we're offering her a fun opportunity, and watch as it plays out.
We're just making shit happen, you know? We're gonna change the world, Billy.
Is it gonna throw off her sleeping schedule for cafe?
Dude, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Is it gonna make a difference? Like, she's probably gonna have way more fucking fun on Nerds. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
I'm over here worrying about her sleeping schedule. I'm over here worrying about it. I don't want to push her to do anything. I'm respecting her every step of the fucking way, unlike some people here. That's not a Rostov dig. I'm talking about others. They do disrespect the shit out of her sometimes, and I see it. And that's why I wanted to give her a platform like Nerds to do something a little differently. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I think the two. So the thing is like Buff has the same kind of energy she does.
Yeah, they do. And they get along pretty well when he co-hosts Cafe.
Yep.
Now, really quick, Batgirl's on her way coming up in this video. I don't know how much longer it's going to take her to come up, but I want to bring up a comment in the chat. Was it Pepper Juice? Said Keem gaslighted chat saying he's been supporting Yo Mama. Yeah, in the last 3 days he has. Otherwise, he's ignored Yo Mama for a year. Pepper Juice, I don't think you know this. When Yo Mama came up on Rewind, Keemstar saw Yo Mama coming at Xylee and I, and he liked him so much he gave him like a YouTube role so he could just jump up whenever he wanted. That's right off the bat, okay? The second employee of the month was Yo Mama. He wasn't even actually an employee. He didn't even actually have a show. But Keem gave him employee of the month for the second employee of the month, okay? Like, that's back in February, March? That's back in March. That's how much Keem has supported Yo Mama from the beginning. So gaslighting, saying Keem didn't support Yo Mama is wild. Keem put Yo Mama on Test, put Test in a better time slot, and then popped up on Test all the time to deliver news on Test. And if you think that was for Nightmare's sake, you're fucking delusional. Like, don't bullshit a bullshitter, motherfucker.
Batgirl and Buff get along well. I've seen her go on Nerds and she's excited to talk about nerdy stuff. She is fun on there. It's not a far off concept.
It's not a far off concept at all. A matter of fact, she wanted to intern on Nerds, and they kind of turned it down because she was so much like Zayzoo did. But now that Buff's all alone, it seems perfect, right? That's what I would think. But if you were a person who wanted to spin a narrative and manipulate an audience, you might suggest that we were gay-opping to steal your girl. Quote, Tommy C., not me. She's a nerd.
Originally, she
She's a
wanted to be
nerd.
on Nerds when she first jumped on Aussie for the first time.
True.
You know, she was talking about how she was good at platinums and shit like that.
True.
Hopefully, she's getting ready to jump on.
People are saying that she's drunk right now and can't
She
come
might
on.
be. She might be drunk.
That's even better reason to come on.
Exactly.
True. Let's go.
Got 15 minutes.
Who cares if
This
she's
is one
drunk?
of the
Well,
things
wait.
that Keem is upset with me about, by the way, is because I don't demand enough respect. I'd rather earn it, but I get it, right? Some like fear and others like, you know. So if I tell someone to do something, oftentimes they'll say no. But he told me that if you tell someone to do something and they say no, he's going to deal to them. So, I mean, you should probably just listen. I'm doing it for you, really.
Mr. Boom Boom Pow says, Rastov, close the door. You're giving Han Sono anxiety. Now, I'm going to maybe fast forward till Batgirl gets here because this is us just waiting for her. Does she come? Yeah, there she is. All right.
We can go back to it.
Let's see when she comes in.
Do you guys make up your mind?
I mean, if you keep the damn door open.
Just play the video.
Will you please watch?
Oh wait, she's in waiting. She's in waiting. We need to talk to her now.
All right, we won't do this. We won't do.
We can go back to it. We can go back to it.
We won't.
Batgirl, you're live on Lolcow Balls. How you doing?
Batgirl.
I'm here. Why were you summoning me? What's going on?
You're here in the Oval Office with the president, community manager, and we need to talk to you about something.
Okay.
What is your normal sleep schedule like? So I'm asking about her sleep schedule because I care about her on Cafe. Like, watch all this. Watch all of this.
I usually fall asleep like in the middle of Rewind, and I wake up a little bit, before Cafe starts, so I can hop in the docket meeting and everything, before the show and do that.
You ever watch Lolcow Nerds?
You know Lolcow Nerds before?
I love nerds. Yeah, I love nerds.
We want you to wake up in the middle of the night and co-host Lolcow Nerds with Buff. See how it goes.
Oh, okay.
To see how it goes.
Well,
only if you want to.
I could do that. I could.
You've wanted nerds for a very long time.
Only if you want to. Only if you want to. How fucking agreeable are we being right here? And she's like, yeah, she's got a smile.
Long time.
If you think you can do that, we want to put you on with Buff tonight if you can do it. I don't know if that's going to mess up your Cafe time tomorrow, though. Is that impossible?
So, Buff has this kind of energy, right? You would agree? I think you also have the same kind of energy.
Pepper Juice says she got cornered there, guys. Be real. This is cornering. This is fucking cornering. We're trying to sell her on an idea and giving her every fucking step of the way to say no, saying, can you do this with Cafe? Not saying we're going to pull you off Cafe or anything. The way it was painted was that we were trying to rip her away from Tommy C. If you watch this right now, you have to be out of your fucking mind to think that.
Okay, so you think we could be a good...
Stella Virgin says, why are you even interfering? I don't know if you know this. I was the president. I was supposed to be making moves for the universe. I was trying to fix Lolcow Nerds with somebody who was self-admittedly a fan of nerds and had been for a long time. Do you not see anything here? Don't be disingenuous. Don't be disingenuous. I'm showing you step by step the entire thing.
He always says he's going to inflict damage on you like in 2017. What pain did he cause back then? Are you willing to share? Tommy looks sincere when he wants to remind you of the pain he caused.
2017 wasn't pain. Tommy remembers this weirdly. Tommy and I had an argument because he was harping on Boogie over an Anita Sarkeesian VidCon moment. He was harping on Boogie, saying, Boogie should have went harder on her. Boogie didn't go hard enough on her. I'm a backseat driver. I'm going to tell everybody what Boogie should have done. And I came up and said, Boogie was fine. Boogie got the W. He's a fence sitter. He's not an attack dog. He was fine. And then it was over in like a day or two. If that's the pain you inflicted on me in 2017, you're going to have to show that, Tommy, because that's the closest thing I can remember to that was a VidCon argument we had about Boogie, who I always take Boogie's side. Like... Tell me the pain you inflicted, Tommy, because I think you're actually bullshitting. You're bullshitting, Tommy. Dude, Tommy is a guy who is on the pulse of the community because he comes up. All these younger guys look up to him. And they're like, fuck yeah, Tommy C, you work with Keemstar. You work with all these people. And they bring him all this shit that nobody else sees because these younger guys are out there like in the middle of it looking for it. They bring it to him and he talks about it and he gives a pretty solid opinion on it. That's what he's been doing for the last 10 years. But it's like he's not perfect and he's completely able to be questioned. And him coming here and saying that we were gay opsing him to steal Batgirl is imperfection. I'm sorry. You can see all this in real time. It didn't happen that way. His story was wrong.
Good match.
I don't think you get to use your energy on Cafe. And I think you and Buff
I've heard that before.
would be very, because Tommy's he's a very intimidating and overpowering like personality, right? There's probably not a lot of people that could.
Yeah.
And I just, when you first called into Aussie,
Hush Pup says she doesn't look happy at the prospect of leaving. I think she didn't know how to say no. Nobody told her she was leaving. We were talking about who we would replace her with on Cafe if we were going to replace her. Nobody said she was leaving. Nobody said she was going to Nerds. We just asked her to do a fucking a show with Buff Weeb that night to see how their chemistry would work. In my mind, it was probably going to be a one and done anyways. But it would be fun to watch it happen and give Buff a little extra content. Who knows where it would have gone?
Long ago, I remember you saying you would love to be on Nerds,
Yeah, that was one of my shows. It was that and Cafe. Those were my two biggest choices. Yeah, that's not wrong.
Well, now you're going to be on both.
You're kind of a nerd. Yeah, let's go back to that. Let's go back to that. Let's listen to that. What was just said there.
Okay, so you think we could be a good match?
I don't think you get to use your energy on Cafe. And I think you and Buff
I've heard that before.
would be very, because Tommy's he's a very intimidating and overpowering like personality, right? There's probably not a lot of people that could.
Yeah.
And I just, when you first called into Aussie long ago, I remember you saying you would love to be on Nerds,
Yeah, that was one of my shows. It was that and Cafe. Those were my two biggest choices. Yeah, that's not wrong.
Well, now you're going to be on both.
You're kind of a nerd. You're kind of a nerd, right? Now you're going to be on both. Now we're going to be on both. You guys say looping again, but you motherfuckers are making up stories that just don't exist. So I'm not looping. I'm rewatching everything in real time. When you start to see shit you don't like and you call it looping, that's you hiding from taking accountability for your bullshit. Remember that, all you fucking stans in the chat right now. This is not looping. This is looking at what actually happened and not what your fucking hero told you happened. Watch it, learn it, respect it. This is real time. You can't twist reality that easily. Calling it loop and cope, you're dumb. Hey, you're kind of a nerd.
Yeah, a little bit.
You and Buff are in a similar age bracket. You might be a cool hip duo. I would like to see it happen. If we can make it happen sooner than later, it'd be interesting to see how you guys work together.
I need you to do me a favor, though, if that's okay.
What?
Can you stop him from keeping retards on the show for the whole fucking episode? I've told him, don't let these idiots sit up there for fucking longer than 10 minutes because they kill your show. And he lets them sit up there for like an hour.
Do you have any specific retards in mind?
Anyone that's not you, okay? And maybe me.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, we'll let you up there as well. All right.
If you think we're cornering Batgirl here, you're out of your fucking mind. We've been trying to tell her, look, if it fucks up your sleep schedule, don't do it. You could have both. Like watch what's going on here. And here's the secret. None of this is fucking promised either way. We don't know where our job's going to be tomorrow. We barely know what's going to happen today. So don't fucking act like any of this is promised anyways. Deported Sicilian Gamer says, contrarians like Tommy, Yo Mama, even Wings are healthy for the universe. Boring to just have yes men on every show who side with Keem 99% of the time. Yeah, well, guess what? When you push Keem on things he gives you a hard no on, you're not healthy. You're telling the boss no. And this is a job. Whether you like it or not, you came here because Keemstar's built a place where you could work better than on your own. Or else you would be on your own. It's that simple.
So you want me to start that tonight? What time does he even go live
2
during the
a.m.
night?
It's
All right,
hard.
I'll do it.
It's a hard spot.
You'll do it?
I'll do it. I'll do
Oh, yes.
Batgirl tonight will be going side by side with one buff weeb in a epic nerd collaboration.
it. I can't wait. I'm
Make it as
excited.
nerdy
Thank you
as
for this,
possible.
Batgirl.
We
Thank
appreciate
you for
it.
this. I want to see how the two of you work together.
Yep.
All right, we'll see. All right.
All right.
Is that all
Thank
you
for-
need from me?
Well, can we get one ball girl celebration for old time's sake?
Ball girl celebration. What do you want me to do?
I don't know. We haven't had ball girl on for so
I
long.
know, it's been a minute.
Can
I
we
know.
can we do something with the cow? Can we do a cow dance?
Yeah, I can do a little cow dance.
Wait.
But I balls, manly balls, manly balls, manly balls. Manly balls.
God, look at these evil guys taking advantage of Batgirl.
Balls, manly balls. Balls, manly balls, manly balls.
Beautiful. Thank you for letting me be a part of that. That was
Of
amazing.
course.
Yes. Thank you, ball girl.
I do have one more
excited
request,
to see-
actually. One more request. Could you ask your docket team to kindly take the hit out off my head, please? I don't need any more bounty hunters showing up at my house, if that's cool.
I'll do
Boogie,
my best.
Thank you. I appreciate
you're
that.
live on Lockout Balls. Boogie, how you doing?
How's balls going today?
Good.
Great. We have 3 hosts, or at least former hosts and 2 current hosts of Lockout Live on with us. So I don't know if I'm going to play the rest of this. That was like the end of our stuff with Batgirl, right? That was the end of our stuff with Batgirl. And at this point, I'm thinking, fuck, we did something good. You know, I'm like, we're going to get Batgirl on Nerds, help buff Weeb out. You know, I know she was a team player in the LCU. I knew she was down for working with people, especially people she showed interest in working with before. At this point in time, I'm feeling pretty good about things. I'm like, all right, we're cooking. Things are moving. I'm doing something publicly presidential. That did not last. So over here on LolcowRewind, I was actually having a meeting with Rastov about everything after Lolcow Balls, and LolcowRewind jumped in to ask some presidential help from me. So we were on LolcowRewind, and we see a message from Batgirl during LolcowRewind. Let me play some of that. You excited to move into the prime time?
Oh, I
Billy.
ain't ready for prime time.
Something just happened in the Discord, Billy. Batgirl just typed, you know what? I just listened to the ball stream before I went up, and I think I'm going to get my damn sleep tonight for Cafe. Get somebody else for Nerds. Sorry, Buff. This ain't shit. Or this shit ain't it.
So this is like, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes afterwards. She is saying, no, I just saw what you guys said about me on Balls before. I'm not doing Nerds. Leave me out of your plans. And maybe, you know, she saw us talking about removing her from the seat. We were just spitballing. We had no intentions of doing anything at all to move her other than see how things could go, see if things could be better. We're just talking, right? But apparently that talking somehow turned into a nefarious plan to destroy Cafe and steal Tommy's girl. A gay hop. Like, we watched it all, right? We watched it all. We saw everything that happened.
Oh,
Really?
Shit.
What did we
Direct
say?
order from I don't know. A direct order from the president
Because you're not good
is
with
now
pharmacy
being
doesn't mean you're
disrespected.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Back to the question that Billy asked. Hey, about
I'm
prime
thinking
time
here.
in Circuit B.
I'm
So
thinking here because
the
I'm
time-
like,
the time
what am I
slot
going to do about
where
this? We just had a conversation on balls that I thought was good, and moments later, within like minutes later, her tune changed completely. And I'm like, in my mind, we didn't say nothing terrible about her. And that could be where I went wrong, right? I could have been wrong. That's why I'm rewatching this right now with you. Because I need to know how bad I actually was. Where did I go wrong is the question.
Wild currently is 9 till 11 a.m. and it's 3 a.m. in New Zealand.
Now,
so
I'm going to try and
it's up to you. It's up to
speed through
you
this.
guys. You're
Girl, it's an executive order.
So this is the executive
Somebody on
order.
this show. Shit.
We need Batgirl in here.
Oh my God. Batgirl, it's an executive order.
So that's me thinking in my head, what are we going to do about this? I say we're going to need Batgirl in here. We take some time. She's not showing up, not responding.
from the
Now. So now. This is my phone to message her. This is a
the-
few minutes
from
later.
from the
Shut up.
Mask of Zorro. What's his name? The Mask of Zorro. What's
This is where Wonder Woman's saying that Dick Gemini looks like Antonio Banderas from The Mask of Zorro. This is wild shit right here.
his name? Antonio is it Banderas
gonna
with
eat
the
a bean.
Mask of Zorro? You look like with the mustache and the chin here.
Pray for mercy from Thick
Yes.
Gemini.
He looks like the Mask of Zorro.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, is she not coming up?
What is this? Oh, cappuccino.
I just messaged her directly. I opened up my phone to message her. We need you live right now. Jump up on LolcowRewind.
Yep. Look, I'll even jump out so you know she's not thinking it's some
This
kind of
is
work.
official business
Batgirl
of the
get your
presidential
motherfucking
office.
Fly in this bitch right fucking now, Batgirl.
So this was a few minutes later. I messaged her, and then we're waiting. Let's see. It's a couple minutes later. We're still waiting. This is what I say because she's not shown up yet.
There's a chance that the docket team may have potentially told her it was a bad thing.
So Rastov is thinking because the docket team hates him so much that they might have saw this and sent her a message saying they're trying to take you off cafe. They're trying to take you off cafe. Don't do it. And that's why her tune changed. That's what Rastov's thinking. And I'm thinking, you know, it's been a matter of minutes. We know she's in the Discord. We know she just came up live with us. I want to hold her accountable for why she made this change. Come up on LolcowRewind right now. And Rastov made this point. So I go, okay, if you think the docket team is behind this, here's my ultimatum.
Oh my God.
Because we had mentioned that she was
Okay, the
kinda like
docket
this
team is
passive
fired
killer.
from Cafe. How about that? Get up now, or the fucking docket team is fired from Cafe. Get here now. That's a presidential demand. You guys have to remember, at this time, I was the president of the Lolcow universe.
That's a presidential order. She ain't doing it. What the hell? Who the hell she thinks she is?
We'll
Kamala
fast forward
Harris?
at this point. I just want to show me me being very brutal here. I am being patient.
How patient can Billy be?
Brutal. I am being kind. Kind, but brutal. But my kindness and my patience. Where's Thin? I'm waiting. Batgirl,
Where's the Jeopardy music?
please show up on LolcowRewind.
Bro.
Now, I'm just going to fast forward here to when she's here. So she jumps up right now.
Well,
Girl.
looks like the docket team is getting fired. So,
Just delete the whole docket.
bro.
Permission to speak freely?
Please do.
Welcome to Rain.
Was it balls?
Thanks.
No, I was going to say cafe.
Oh my god.
Batgirl, what
cafe.
made you change your mind about nerds? Please speak. Now, I'm asking her what made her change her mind. I'm being very calm here. I want to know. I want to know from her what made her change her mind. Speak clearly.
Dude, I watched back on the fucking stream before I even went up there, and you guys are just saying, oh, all Batgirl can do is barely fucking say her opinions, and all she can do is shake her fucking ass up on Cash. Like, I have no actual fucking value to this goddamn place. It feels like a fuck you that you want to send me to fucking 2 a.m. and fuck up my sleep schedule and everything just so I can be there with Buff. Like,
Did you guys get all that from what we had? Did you watch that? Because, yeah, we made a comment about her opinions not getting out there. We made a comment about her shaking her butt on Cash, saying that maybe she's having more fun on Cash than she is on Cafe. We made these comments. But you saw the whole fucking thing. Was it that bad? I don't know.
I love
I mean-
Buff and everything, but it feels like a fuck you to me. It really does.
Okay, first of all, Batgirl, fuck you. Fuck you. I love and adore you. We've been cool since day one. Oh, so Tommy's saying fuck you. Me saying fuck you to Batgirl. You not see, she said it feels like a fuck you. So I said, hey, first off, fuck you. Because she said it feels like a fuck you. That's me saying I don't care about your feelings. Here's how I actually feel about you. Watch all this. Watch all this. It's very important, actually. It's very important to watch every little bit of this.
Like, I have no actual fucking value to this goddamn place. It feels like a fuck you that you want to send me to fucking 2 a.m. and fuck up my sleep schedule and everything just so I can be there with Buff. Like, I love Buff and everything, but it feels like a fuck you to me. It really does.
Okay, first of all, Batgirl, fuck you. Fuck you. I love and adore you. We've been cool since day one. I have zero meaning to fuck you over here. All right? You said it yourself. You love Buff. You work well with Buff.
But now that I watch it back and everything, it just feels like you're trying to fuck
Did
me,
you
man.
watch the whole thing, or were you sent a clip?
Yeah,
no, I
what'd
was
you see?
literally
What'd you see?
watching it back with my fucking family,
So
dude.
you watched everything we said. The whole thing.
Yeah, I heard enough, man. I heard enough. I
No,
don't
you
want to
clearly
fucking
didn't
do
hear
this shit.
enough.
I don't
You
want to
didn't
be
hear
your
enough.
pawn just to send off so you can
Okay.
take me off a cafe and
Okay,
put somebody else up there with Tommy. Is that what you want? You just want me
No.
off of there?
No. Guess what? That seat with or without Tommy is not guaranteed to you, right? But here's the thing. If we can get you on Nerds, and Nerds is fun and better for you, or maybe even something else you can do. Buff is there alone right now. I'm focused on helping Nerds right now, and I want to figure out what that is. I thought of you not because I feel like I'd let you sit on Cafe forever. I'm not trying to take you off Cafe. I'm trying to see what we can do to fix things around here. And Nerds is a sinking ship. And it's when I said if I had to fire anybody, which was a question that was brought up, I didn't say fire Batgirl, didn't say kick her off Cafe. I said we have to fix those shows in the Nerd show and the Crip show. Those need to be fixed right now. In the main lineup, those shows are dangerously close to B circuit. Okay. Now, if Buff gets on there with a co-host that people like, that Buff likes, that he doesn't have to fight with, that is a nerd, that has value, maybe that could heal Nerds. And maybe you could have more room to have these opinions that people question you for, because you're somewhere where it's not combative, not tested, but it's somewhere where it's fun and open, and you can be fun and open. You're a fun and open person. I'm thinking maybe this spot for you on Nerds will make you shine. And you know what? Maybe it won't. But this isn't a death sentence. This isn't a punishment. Did we say some things that were harsh and mean? little bit. But you just, who the fuck cares?
Alcoholic.
Who cares? Stop caring about that. Enjoy your fucking drink. Enjoy yourself. Have a good time. Love what you do. When you went on bus today, you talked some shit. You flipped out. And then you left and you shit on Sweet Tea. I thought I was giving you some of that energy where you said it was just jokes. Because I'll tell you behind these jokes, Batgirl, I think you're fucking great. I really enjoy you. I really do.
Amen. Amen.
And I don't want to screw you over, but I'm not going to sit here and fucking pretend like your tears are an issue to me. Like, you're going to get over that. We know that. You're stronger than that. You're coming up here, you feel like people are shitting on you.
Shit.
How do we fix that? By showing them something better. You're stuck in a loop right now because you're letting this shit affect you. If we push you to a different area and it's not right, then we go back to square one. But if we push you to a different area and you can show them, if you have the ability on Nerds to show them something else, that'll shut them up. Are you still not want to do Nerds tonight?
No, I don't want to do it. No.
All right. You're not going to do Nerds tonight.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not.
Nope. Don't apologize. Don't apologize. I just need to hear it from you. I need to know why. Putting this out in the fucking chat. I'm not doing it. You told us why. Appreciate it. Good luck on Cafe. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you, Billy. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Oh, damn.
Batgirl will not be on Nerds tonight.
That's a wasted fucking opportunity right there. Did we make jokes? Yes, of course we did.
Yes.
We were also doing a fucking show where our job is to be funny. And guess what?
Did she just go on bus? Did she just go on bus saying all the comments she made to Sweet Tea were just jokes and Sweet Tea shouldn't be butthurt? She just fucking did that today.
Oh my God.
I gave her a modicum of the same fucking energy.
Literally sit on balls. This is what happens is she makes jokes, you make jokes back, she takes them seriously and gets upset. I literally said that on balls and it just happened. It's so fucking frustrating. Get out of your own way.
Batgirl, I am your friend. What I was doing was out of a good place. You feel like it's not good. Good luck. When I say this, I don't think Cafe is safe. And that's not my opinion. It's an observation. I don't think Balls is safe. I don't think a lot of these fucking shows are safe. That's the problem. I don't think Nerds is safe. I think a lot of these shows are in trouble. I think they need a boost. They need help. Part of the LCU is growing talent. It's not just keeping that talent in one place. It's moving it where they might be better. And I wasn't even saying necessarily she'd be moved off Cafe. We were just talking about what might happen. But Tommy puts up a video making it about him, saying that we're trying to steal his girl. If anything, you should have made it about her. Like, we asked her. Both Buff and Tommy were like, we weren't asked about this? No, you weren't. Because it involved Batgirl's time. It was Batgirl going up on Nerds. And then, if she did really well, then we'd have to have the question, could she do 2 shows? Could she pull that off? Would she want to do that? That's when you have those questions. Not in the middle of an idea. Deal City says starting with Cafe was the wrong approach. No, Cafe has been on Rastov's balls for a long time. It predates Tommy C being there. It's a war that was brewing with him and Ken. Historically, it's just there. It's as ingrained in the LCU as anything. We didn't start with Cafe. Rastov was continuing, and I was seeing a moment on Bus where Batgirl was completely, like, emotionally out of her shit. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe she needs a different pace, you know? Maybe she needs a switch up. But not everybody agreed with that, including Tommy, who made baseless accusations that we were trying to take his girl from him in a gay ops. It was just thanking. We were just publicly thanking. And were we mean to Batgirl? A little bit. You saw that. We were telling jokes. I don't think we were fucking mean. We were telling jokes. I will say this about Batgirl. I still hope that she's doing okay and having a great time. I still hope so. I don't know what's going on in her head. I know it must be a lot right now. So I still wish her the best. But I had to look at all this for myself. Tommy C posted an announcement last night. I don't know if you guys know the whole Pochstov, Kashtov thing where Rastov was accused of stealing pay pigs and crowns from other shows and how snaky that looked. This is how wild Tommy C is and how completely unconnected to the LCU he is. This is his idea of how to follow up in all of this war. This is his answer to things.
The revolution is here. I brought it to you. You're welcome. The fans finally know that the gatekeeping and the monopoly on the prime time spots just to protect the self-interest of certain YouTubers on this channel so they can suck this thing dry and never be responsible for having it not improve is over. I've exposed it, and I saw your reaction. You're tired of the nonsense. Here's what you have to do. I said it on Cafe. You've got to support me and new host. You will break the gatekeep. You will break the monopoly. You can be a part of this. You crowns and pay pigs, send it my way. He will make the right business decision. And these guys will be forced to come up with content, not just goals every show, come up with a show, or they will be gone. Join the revolution. Join me. It's just about over for the clout sucks on this network. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Give me your money. You're welcome. Give me your money, you're welcome, was Tommy C's response. It's really funny that Rastov got all this shit for trying to poach crowns, and at the peak of this, Tommy C is just like, look, guys, we have them. Just give me your money. Just give me your money, and they can't deny us. Tommy, if you watch the LCU, you'd know something. Balls is in the leaderboard number 2. Like, watch this. Balls is number 2 in the leaderboard. We got 3 crowns, 18 pay pigs over on Balls. We're doing number 2 in the universe to Lolcow Live, Tommy. Number 2. And we couldn't stay in the main lineup. We couldn't have prime time. We got moved to the B circuit. You don't understand any of this. You don't get it, Tommy. You show up and you listen to what the docket team said about Rastov. You formulated an opinion about Rastov. And now you've gone on to become Rastov. You're poaching crowns and pay pigs. That's the crescendo of all this. You think that that's going to change your position in this universe? Look at Balls. We're number 2 with crowns and pay pigs. And we are on the B circuit. We just lost our time slot on the B circuit that wasn't in prime time. You don't know anything, dude. You're talking out of your ass when it comes to the LCU. I get it. You know Snakes Online. You came here. The docket team told you Rostov was a snake. That's your opinion. You've attacked on that. You went up on Rebels the other day and said, oh, you ladies are doing pretty good for you got 500 viewers right now. Pretty good for being on the second circuit. They're on the A circuit. They're one show after the show after you. It goes you, LolCow Cash, and then LolCow Rebels in the A circuit. You don't even know that. You act like you know everything here. You act like you're this big revolution in the LCU. The second you got a little attention, you turned it into an eBay crown poaching grift. I get it, dude. You want the money. Get it while it's hot. Strike while the iron's hot. You just don't know the place like I do, like Rostov does, like everybody else does. And that's okay. You were here before this existed. You're a part of the history before this existed. But you talk out of your ass a lot. And I don't expect much more from Tommy. He comes in, he shows up for Cafe. He does his show. He doesn't need to do that much more. Cafe's a good show. I wasn't trying to destroy Cafe. I don't think ultimately I would have been able to. But I had to try and be president. I had to try and make some effort to show that I was doing something. And I saw a problem in Cafe. If you saw Batgirl on bus, you'd see she was emotional. She was charged. She came up here with us and was emotional charged afterwards. I still don't know how Batgirl is doing. I hope you're doing okay, Batgirl. I don't really care how Tommy is doing. Tommy really seems to be out for himself here. If what we did to Batgirl was really fucked up, he wouldn't have made it about him saying, it's a psyop to take my girl from me and destroy Cafe. You should have said we were fucked up to Batgirl and made that point. You made it about you right off the bat. And then now you made it about poaching crowns and pay pigs. It's just a little weird. I had to go back and watch everything one time with you guys because I feel like you guys haven't even seen the whole story. Everybody's seen what each side has tried to say. And of course, you know, Rostov and I are going to think we're more right. And of course, Tommy C's going to think he's more right. Batgirl, I don't know what she's going to think. Maybe what Tommy C thinks. Maybe she has her own opinions. I believe she does. That's why I wanted to put her on Nerds, share some of those opinions with a nerdy, chill-out crowd. But it is what it is. Calamity says the C in Tommy C stands for corny. He talks a big game. He's good at the gab. He's got a gift of gab. He's good at that. I've known that for a long time. But him saying that I snaked dead on Dave, if I snake dead on Dave, show it, and then remind everybody that Dead on Dave asked me later on to be on his fucking live stream as a guest to interview me when he was rebranding his show. He reached out to me. So don't pull Dead on Dave into this argument saying I snaked Dead on Dave when that was maybe a blip in an episode of Baited that I can't even recall. I think you're misremembering things, Tommy, because Dead on Dave had me on his show afterwards. We talked as buddies for like an hour or two. I don't remember exactly how long it was. And if he asked me on after I apparently snaked him according to Tommy C, I think Tommy C shouldn't worry about it because Dead on Dave fucking didn't. Like, Tommy is bringing up bullshit. He's puffing up bullshit. He's puffing his chest. Show the receipts, motherfucker. You can't. Seth Luke says you needed to be more Trumpish and primary. All these hosts stepped out of line. I was going to start putting tariffs on them, dude. So funny. Mama B says, let's see her opinion on Rastov. She loved Rastov and was his drinking buddy at Keem's house. Then Tommy joins Cafe, and she automatically hates Rastov. Look, I can see a reason why Batgirl might hate Rastov, right? Batgirl might hate Rastov because when Ken was taken off the show, Cafe really felt like it was a big hit. Matter of fact, Ken's here with us. Ken Kane, how you doing? Live. Hopefully we can get you on here. Can we hear Ken? Ken Kane in waiting. Okay, you are muted because I have you muted. Give me 1 second. I got you now. Thank you. I had everybody muted. How you doing? Because your opinion on here, it matters a lot. It matters a lot.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
Dude, it does. You were Cafe. Cafe was an idea you brought up because you were on Rewind, got pulled off. You were on Court, and it didn't work out. And then you were like, I'm going to take the initiative. Keemstar's is a place here for me. I think my place should be on a morning show. I got a morning show vibe. And you started Cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I watched this whole thing, right?
Yeah.
I've watched this whole thing. So here's the thing, dude. I'm going to be flat out honest. The narrative around the Cafe docket team at this point, right? And yeah, I went up on live. I talked Keem fucking, big dick me, and I took an L. I admit that. But it's like, no matter what Batgirl says, anyone can default and say her docket team told her to say that. Yeah. So she can no longer have an opinion of her own because everyone's going to say the docket team told her to say that. Mm-hmm. That's the narrative that's been built right now. So let's just say she went up on Rain and she said, I went back and watched. It's how she felt because perception is everything. Mm-hmm. If she perceived that, no one will believe her anymore. So because of that, she's fucked either way.
Did you watch? That, right? Did you watch when she came up on Rain?
I watched this stream.
So what I said, I brought her up on Rain. I let her say her opinion, her words from her mouth, and I agreed with her and I let her go. And I thought that was it. But then Tommy made it about him.
But then when you said, if you come up here, the docket team's fired, right? So you're trying to show some type of dominance.
Well, no, I did have dominance. I was the president, right? I did have dominance. So when Rastov is saying, I think the docket team got to her, I'm like, well, let's see how much she cares about the docket team. Get up here now or the docket team's fired, right?
Rastov said the docket team got to her. So that's already setting
that's Rastov's opinion
already.
So?
Yeah. He's your VP, bro. Of course you're going to listen to him.
No. That's what he said. It's storytelling. He said that. She said. When she came up, did the docket team get brought up when she was up? No, we listened directly to her. So I don't want her to be able to hide behind the docket team for saying we didn't listen to her, right? Because we did. And when we did, I went with her wishes and said, okay, that's good. I don't bring up the docket team. Rastov and your docket team, your Cafe docket team, had problems before you left. They have problems now. That's a Rastov thing. There's nothing to do with me. So I'm not going to have the docket team depower the interaction I had with Batgirl live on air because it wasn't brought up between me and Batgirl, right?
But would you agree that, I'm not saying you, but damn near every other person here, whenever it comes up, the docket team always comes up saying that they're controlling what she says and all that.
Do you know why?
Right. Why?
Because the docket team has been anti-Rastov. There's notes of this for a while. It is the docket team is anti-Rastov, right? You can agree with that? You will agree with that?
I'll agree with that. I mean, they were when I was up there, right?
And Batgirl wasn't anti-Rastov until kind of Tommy came and you left. And I can understand why she would change. I'm not saying it's the docket team that changed her. I could see why she would change. You got pulled off the show and Rastov was the reason why, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And with all of that, I could see why she would hate Rastov after that. But she did like Rastov before. So I'm thinking of the past. I'm thinking, let's bring her up here and offer her an opportunity. I'm not bringing the docket team into it, other than the fact that I said, if she's avoiding coming up here, come up or the docket team's fired. People have to take me seriously in my presidential role, or they did. I'm no longer president.
Yeah, which I mean, if you look at the timing of everything, it is kind of weird. I'm just saying that.
What is
but
that?
Anyways,
The time that explain it. Don't just say it. Explain it for the audience that doesn't know what you're trying to imply.
got you. So, I mean, yeah, Tommy's having this big fight going up against y'all or whatever, and then the whole president thing got brought up. He's saying that you weren't really a president, it's really all Keemstar, and then literally you lose your presidency once you went off. I forgot. I think it was on Rewind when you went off and you had your speech about like the whole presidency being fake and like, you know, there's only one person that signs the checks and all that shit. The next thing you know, you lost your presidential role.
Well,
so I'm just saying that.
I don't know why the correlation with that would be.
Because I mean, for 2 days y'all been fighting. For 2 days he's been saying it's all fake, and then you lose it.
Yeah, well, there were talks that maybe the presidency. There were talks that maybe the presidency wasn't doing me any favors. There were talks saying that people were just going to throw the presidency in my face during this argument. So I don't want to say one way or another why I was not president, right? I don't want to say that. But I will say it was looking at a point where Yo Mama, Tommy were only going to be throwing it in my face and making bad faith arguments. There was talks about that. So I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know.
And why do you think I said in my presidential video I put out a host should not be the president? That is why. Because it was going to become content.
Well, I'll tell you what. While you made your presidential video, I stopped trying to be president. I made a comment early on, saw what it was, and then saw everybody being a part of it, and I just stepped back. I was like, I don't want to play president with all these people who want to be president. And I still won because of what I said initially, because of who I am in the community. I think the day before the thing, I jumped back in and made a couple of strides for it. But it was not something that I actively campaigned for, other than making a statement at the beginning and a statement at the end. And I won.
You made a music video too, so.
Yeah, well, the music video was a goal to diss Yo Mama, so that was near the end. That was a Thursday, I think. I recorded it and had the video up Saturday, and then the poll was Tuesday. So yeah, and it was a goal. We made a goal to do that. It was driven by the audience.
But the goal was in mind to help your campaign, right? That's part of your campaign.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. It was.
That's what I'm saying.
But it was all part of the content. Like I didn't care. I didn't care. The audience cared, so I did it for the audience, right?
I mean, fair enough.
But yeah, you're right. You're right. There was intermittent stuff there, but in my mind, I'm not really giving a fuck in between. I said my piece, and then near the end, I filled in the blanks. I wasn't actively campaigning over the campaign period like a lot of people were, because I saw everybody jumping up for the spot, and I'm like, I don't really want to be a part of this. You did, right?
Well,
so I'm like, maybe I'll give everybody else their chance to shine.
Well, obviously they would do that if Keem's saying a host can pick two people. I mean, if you're going to get picked, why not do something with it, right? So it's kind of, you can't really say like all these people are getting picked, I'm gonna step back. That was the whole entire idea.
Yeah, I don't want to argue over the ins and outs of it. It was it was a thing. It was a thing in the LCU.
Fair point.
And
we'll leave it there.
And I don't think anybody exactly knew what being president was going to be, including me or Keemstar. I think we had ideas. And I think anybody running for president had their ideas too. And I think it was a doomed to fail from the beginning, to be honest. But that being said,
but here's the other thing too, though, right? So whenever you were president, you were trying to make moves or anything, then, you know, like Rastoff was always there. And I always think about you guys as like that dog cartoon with like the big dog walking, that little dog yapping, running around the big dog. That's you and Rastoff, bro. That's literally what y'all look like when y'all were doing things. And Rastoff was the community manager. But see, here's the thing. There's a moment in time where on Balls, Keem came up there and he was talking about things, and he looked Rastoff dead in his eyes, and he said, one day you're going to have to make these decisions. And then he said, that's why I brought Billy and Xylee into the conversation too, to give y'all a taste of what it was, right? So to me, when that happened, that's basically Keem saying to the LCU, these guys are going to be making decisions at some point, right? So when y'all talked to Batgirl and you brought her in, let's just say that she didn't see the stream. She went back and watched it. When y'all brought Batgirl up, y'all had a power dynamic. You did. And what
Yes.
has everyone said? What has everyone said about Batgirl? She's an agreeable person. She never really goes against anything. She just
Yes.
agrees with it because she's easygoing. Yes, right. So, but the thing is, if she went back and watched that and truly felt or perceived it any kind of way, and then she wanted to change her mind, Rastoff automatically, the docket team must have gotten to her. So that's what I'm saying,
Well,
dude. Like, it's
that's
y'all cucked her of her opinions. And with Rastoff being the yap, the little dog running around you, barking at you, saying all these things, that's what it looks like. Because y'all have a power dynamic.
You can't say we cucked her of her opinions when I brought her up to have her opinion live and say her piece, and then afterwards respected her opinion and told her, okay, you will not be on Nerds. Good luck at Cafe. Like, I gave her the platform to have her opinion. You can't be like, she's not good at having opinions. She's not as strong as you two. I know that. That's why I had her up, had her say what she had to say, and then accepted it and moved on. And then Tommy made it about us gay-upping him to steal his girl, right? Is that wrong?
I mean, that's fair. He did say gay up. I'll give you that. But I'm just saying, though, she's an agreeable person. Sometimes, like, because I'll tell people this all the time. People don't believe it. We disagreed on a lot. Like, y'all don't know how much me and Batgirl disagreed on things. But that's not the dynamic I wanted on Cafe. I didn't want that type of show.
I don't know how much she disagreed with you. I watched Cafe, and I didn't see a lot of disagreement. But it doesn't matter. People loved Cafe. People love Cafe now. I wasn't trying to destroy Cafe. I was literally thinking more about what the fuck we were going to do with Nerds. That was like a prime directive, was to fix Nerds. And now this whole war started because we pressured Batgirl into joining Nerds. No, we fucking didn't. We didn't pressure her, right? We gave her an opportunity to speak in front of everybody. And the opportunity was to say that it seemed like a big fuck you. So I gave her the fuck you and then gave her the floor to talk after I said my piece. And then she said, no, I don't want to do it. So I was like, okay, it's cool. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. At that point,
excuse me.
I don't care about the docket team. They're not my enemy, right? They're Rastov's enemy.
No,
you know.
I'm not talking about, I know that, but I'm just saying the narrative that's being portrayed, because Rastov said that. Right? Because he's the VP at the time, right? He said that. So he's in a position of power and he's pushing the narrative.
Oh, he wasn't the VP at the time. He was a community manager, which still is a position of power.
We all knew he was going to be your VP. Like, let's calm down.
Well, I did say that, but we never announced it. But the idea that Rastov doesn't have power is crazy, because he does, right? He's obviously, you said Keems said one day Rastov's going to have all this. He likes Rastov as a succession of power. He trusts Rastov. He did say that at one point.
That's true. And I mean, yeah, I saw, like when Boogie ended the stream, right? Because Rastov wasn't there. And he said that they had went down to 1,800 viewers, right? And Rastov said, we're going to make it up to the fans. Boogie went with it. But yesterday they had dropped down to 1,700 viewers, right? So I'm just, by that logic, Boogie should also end the stream, because he said he wanted to save the show.
I don't know. I'm just. You think Boogie's known for his consistency?
No, but would you say Boogie has some sort of, not authority, but say in the universe? Would you say that?
I think Boogie is a pinball bouncing around in a machine built to play his game. And we're all bumpers in that game. I don't think he has control at all. I think he's just the ball bouncing back and forth.
I mean, that's fair, Sarah. So I'm not fully awake. I'm on my second. I got some morning warmth. I'm drinking my second cup of coffee. It's beautiful.
Dude, I'm glad to have you here. Like, your opinion really does matter to me here. And I thought putting Batgirl up on Nerds would give her an opinion to break away from the docket stigma and just be herself for a little bit. I thought it might be fun.
That's fair.
You think you think it was a bad idea to offer her a guest on Nerds that night?
I mean, let me ask you this, right? Because the offer, I'm not going to say it was a bad idea. I'm not going to say that. But let me ask you this. If she would have said, let me think about it, I'll get back to you.
I told her, I was like, do you want to take when I was pitching it to her, I was like, is it going to be hard for you to sleep? Do you want to not do it tonight? I was giving her every reason to back out when I was offering it to her, because I didn't want to seem like I was pushing her into it. If you watch the thing when we brought her up on balls, I was fucking trying to consider her feelings the whole way through, which when she said it felt like a fuck you to me, it's like, hold up. What do you mean a fuck you? We said a couple of jokes. They were obviously, if they trigger you, we have a problem here. Because you're triggered by very simple jokes that everybody seems to be making about you. Tommy C saying her opinions are her boobs, like that's his joke. I didn't think it was that crazy to bring that up.
I understand that, but like, let's say if your coworkers make a joke, but your boss makes a joke, 'cause y'all had a position of power.
Mm-hmm.
If your boss makes a joke, it hits a little different. Would you agree with that?
Probably, but guess what? The boss does make jokes. Have you seen Keemstar? He makes jokes all the fucking time. That's this universe.
I understand that, but you're not Keem. You're Billy. So I'm just saying, like, you. Here's the other thing I'll say. When you came up on my stream and we talked, you said, I like to go in there whenever there's an issue. I go in there hard hitting, then I like to mend the fence.
Yeah.
So when you go at people, it's like you need to have like a dominant position over someone before you mend the fence. So that way you can get the W.
It's for entertainment, right? It's to get the audience listening. You get a big boom, you get their attention, and then you're soft because you have their attention from the boom. It's an entertainment thing.
I get that, but not everyone would take that from you because
I don't
people
care.
have said,
like, take it how you want to take it. Like
I mean, that's
Batgirl was when you watch how she left that conversation, then came back crying on Rain. She was crying. I'm like, what the fuck happened here? I was flipping out.
So you see a girl crying and you're going to amp it up even more. Is that
Yes.
for entertainment purposes?
Yes.
For entertainment purposes.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, that's you, bro. Okay.
Oh, you think you can just show up crying and make us feel some sort of way? Like her tears, I didn't buy them. We had just had a good conversation. If I'm a prick for not buying her tears, guess what? I'm prick.
Saying optics.
I don't care.
That's all
I
I'm
don't
saying.
care. The optics of showing up crying are bad optics. If she can't handle this universe off of a very slight criticism, a very slight joke, then I don't know what to say. This is a mean motherfucker we're in. You disagree?
I mean, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you 100%. But I mean, like when I cried on Cafe, right? Was that bad optics?
No. It's look, have emotion. We're not supposed to be holding back emotion from people. This is people are watching us because they're invested in us. Have a little emotion. It's not a big fucking deal.
I understand that, but like, you can't have it both ways. So you can't say show emotion, it's not a big deal. But when you come in here crying, I don't give a fuck about your tears. You can't say that, dude.
It's literally what I said. Have emotion. It's not a big deal. But I don't give a fuck about your tears. I'm not going to bend because you're crying. I'm saying the exact same thing, right? I'm saying the emotion's not a big deal. So why am I going to respond to it? It's literally conducive to what I said.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. Okay. I'll give you that. Okay. Well, I mean, either way, dude, like I talked to Batgirl a little bit. I ain't gonna say what we talked about, but she's good. She's fine. Like she's like, getting over it all. But I mean, I don't know what's gonna come out Monday, but I flat out asked her. I was like, and this is just me and her. I'm like, did the docket team influence you in any kind of way? She said, no. I went back and I watched it, and that's how I truly felt. I said, okay.
Do you think she went back and watched the clip shortly after? Because it was like 20 minutes or something when she made her post. You think she went back and watched it and took it all in? Because she said she watched enough, right? She didn't watch the whole thing. So it seems like she watched a very pinpoint version of it and gotten her emotions about it. And that's why I thought there was a docket team, because she didn't watch the whole thing. She didn't take the whole thing in. When we asked her if she did, she says, I watched enough. It's like, wait a second. What do you mean by enough? Did someone send you a clip? She's like, no, I watched it with my family. It's like, well, okay. And was that enough? Was that enough to send you into tears? Because we just watched it. Do you think what I said about her was enough to send her into tears?
But people, y'all were saying what people always say about her and the digs they do at her, right? And I said y'all are in a position of power, so it probably hit her a little bit differently. that saying, all right, the president and the vice president, we all knew what the fuck was going to happen. Let's not be ignorant to that.
So, go on.
The two people in power, right, were basically saying the same thing. So they want me on this show, even though they think the same thing everyone else does.
No. You're saying the two people in power, but if you rewatch it, we made a couple of jokes. Rostov was the one leading the jokes, and I was saying, no, do you. Have fun with it. You could see all that. And if she missed that and came in crying, that's why I don't believe her. I don't believe the story. It doesn't add up to me.
But you can't tell people how to feel about a joke, right? Because that's the thing.
And
that's the thing with comedy, right?
But that's what she just told Sweet Tea right before that on Bus, which is why I thought it was terribly hypocritical. Because just before she told Sweet Tea she couldn't feel and to get over it. And then she was crying while she was saying that on Bus. So I didn't trust her tears. Do you not see the correlation between what she told Sweet Tea, what I said about her, how she reacted, and her tears afterwards? It tells a whole story. There's something not me and Rostov in her brain that's getting her emotional. I told the story. You watched it. You said you watched it. You agree with that, right?
I'll give you that. Okay. I'll give you that. But again, like I said before, the docket team is the easy target.
I don't care about the docket team. You know what, you guys? Leave the cafe docket team alone. By the way, Tommy C fired them. So who fucking cares, right? Who cares about the docket team? My thought was that the only problem I had with the docket team was I thought they were feeding Tommy C all his information and he wasn't getting an actual picture of the universe he was critiquing. That was my critique of the docket team. Am I wrong to think that? Do you think that opinion I have is so far off that I shouldn't have thought that opinion?
I'm not going to tell you how to feel, Billy.
No, not feel. My opinion valid or not? I don't have to say it's true. You don't have to say I'm right. But was I valid in having that opinion? It's not a feeling. Was I valid in having that opinion?
Sure.
I think so too. And was my opinion fact? No. Was Tommy C's opinion that we were gay-opping him to steal his girl a fact? No. That was his opinion. I thought his opinion was fucking stupid. I thought his opinion must have been driven by some other force. And because there's a docket team behind them that knowingly hates Rostov, I'm thinking to myself, maybe it's them. If that's wrong, I'm okay with being wrong.
But would you say you having the opinion that the docket team is manipulating Tommy, would you not have that same opinion that they would manipulate Batgirl because of what y'all just said, because Rostov was included in that decision based on how they feel about Rostov?
My opinion of Batgirl is that she is very hurt by people invalidating her opinions. And that's why she's flustered on Bus. That's why she's flustered everywhere. But by giving her nerds, I was just thinking of another platform where she could more openly show her opinionated side. I just thought it would be a good place to have her beat these allegations. And, you know, because of the way Rostov and I talked about it prior, she didn't like it. And that's okay. That's okay. Keemstar, you're live on LolcowRewind with Ken Kane.
What's up, boss?
Good morning, gentlemen. Yeah, look, I'm trying to stay as neutral as possible, but like I have these experiences with the damn docket team.
I'm not listening to this. I'm not listening. I already heard this shit, bro. I already heard this shit.
What'd you hear? What'd you hear?
I know, but they're real. Listen, Ken, they're real experiences. I've witnessed things.
I know.
I've been through things from them. They're not, in my opinion, good people. They have a horrible track record with me. A horrible one.
I understand that, but I'm not talking about what happened with you. I'm talking about the what's been said about them and the fact that whatever Batgirl says, they literally, no matter what Batgirl says, no one will believe her because they can just say the docket team told her to say that. So that's the only point I'm making.
Can we talk about what happened with Keem for the audience that doesn't know what happened? And Keem, you have a little bit of like a robot voice to you. I don't know if that's like the connection.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You
sound clear now. Is it
fixed now?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I just want to say this. I'm hearing you saying, Batgirl's agreeable, right? So in that moment, Billy, that she would probably have said yes to whatever she wanted, right? So I find it's crazy when she comes back and has a different opinion that you blame it on the docket team. Well, you blame it on the docket team because she's agreeable, and the docket team tries to control Batgirl. I've seen it with my own eyes. Do I have proof that they influenced her opinion? No. Is it possible they did not influence her opinion at all, or even talk to her before her coming in? Sure, they could be totally innocent, but I've seen it with my own eyes. Imagine calling one of my employees and being like, "Hey, what are you planning on streaming today?" And then a docket team member answers for, "Oh, we're gonna do games and stuff." Wait, excuse me, I'm asking Batgirl. Why are you doing games? And then a docket team member answers. Like, you know how fucking crazy that is? The reason why Batgirl gets treated the way she does is because her own people, her closest people, like her docket team members, treat her like she's a child. It was like a parent answering for the kid. That was my firsthand experience with these people.
Well, I get what you're saying, and we already talked about this on live. I get that, but I talked to her and I asked her, just me and her, I said, "Did the docket team talk to you?" And she said, "No, they didn't. I got it myself." So at that point, now you're calling her a liar because that's what she told me, or you're calling me a liar because I'm creating this whole fucking narrative.
No, that's not what he's saying. He's saying he's seen it with his eyes that they don't treat her like a host. They treat her like a child, and now you're deflecting.
I'm not deflecting.
You said either you're calling her or me a liar, and you're deflecting from the fact that he said he saw with her eyes the way the docket team treated her. And we have to remember, just 2 days before this whole thing happened, the docket team got in between Keem and Tommy, and Tommy himself had to say, "You leave my shit alone. When it's between me and Keem, you stay out of it." And he had to say, and Rastov was right. Tommy was quoted 4 fucking days ago saying Rastov was right because of this docket team. And you're telling me we have no right to question the docket team? Ken, this is your docket team. I think you might be biased.
And I will say this. I don't understand how I'm calling you a liar, because I don't know if the docket team influenced her or not. I don't. And if she's saying that she didn't talk to them, maybe they didn't. I preference this whole thing by saying they could be completely innocent and not involved in this. I mean, we could rewind the tape right here on Rewind, what I just said about 2 minutes ago or a minute ago, right? I don't know. All I know from my past experience, they have controlled Batgirl. I seen it with my own eyes. I went in there to ask her direct questions, and Sunshinery decided, I'm just going to start calling them out directly. Sunshinery decided to answer all the questions that I was directing towards Batgirl. And it got so egregious and so insulting to Batgirl and myself, because in that moment, Batgirl was treated like a fucking infant, all right? Like a child by her own docket team, all right?
Okay.
I got so frustrated that I said, if they fucking said another fucking word and answer another question directed at Batgirl, that I was going to ban them from the fucking Discord. I lost my mind on them.
Okay. I got you. But let me ask you this, though. Would it be fair to say that no matter what happens, if she says something, anyone disagrees or anything, it's easy to say the docket team told her to say that? Do you think that's easy?
Yeah, because they have that reputation.
But now that's what I'm saying. If she has an opinion that's not hers, anyone can just say that, and they're going to run with that narrative. Now you've just eliminated the fact she can have her own opinion because the docket team said that.
But you're also saying in that same breath that our opinions about her don't matter because we can just say it's the docket team, so we can't have an opinion about her because it could just be blamed on the docket team. It's like a catch-22.
You can have an opinion. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying you can say what the fuck you want about her. I'm not saying anything about that. What I'm saying is if she has her own opinion now, if she negates anything or goes at anybody, right, because of that opinion, y'all can just straight up say to the docket team told her to say that.
We're not.
But again, that's the docket team's fault. And that's also Batgirl's fault. And maybe even Tommy's fault for trusting this damn docket team. You know, like Ken, let me give you a scenario. All right.
Okay.
Let's say, you're at college and there's a frat house. All right. And one of the people in the frat got arrested for shoplifting and stealing a bunch of stuff. Right. Okay. And then all of a sudden something in the house goes missing. What are they going to do? They're going to probably think the known thief in the house is the one responsible. That's just life.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
No,
That's
I
just
mean,
life. You know,
Two days before this started, Tommy C was quoted chastising the docket team for what they were doing, saying Rostov was right. That's just a fact,
No.
right?
He actually said now they can say that because of how they fucked up. He didn't say he was right. He said that now people can say Rostov was right.
Well,
he didn't actually say Rostov's right.
That's a step in that direction.
They were spinning some narrative, Ken, right? That I banned Seek just because he trolled me and hurt my feelings because he talked about Brantley. That wasn't the reason why I banned him at all. I banned him because he was putting fake news in the news feed. And then it was like, oh, he's only targeting us. No, that's not true either. I banned multiple people. Boogie himself got timed out for putting fake bullshit in there. Then it was another post that Seek put in there, and they were like, he didn't do that. They're all lying for him. That was not Seek. They're spamming it. They're telling Tommy, that was not Seek. That was not Seek. That was not Seek. The moderators fucking proved without a shadow of a doubt it was him. Bro, it's not even smart gay ops that this docket team has been doing to me. It's stupid gay ops. All right. This is a fucking complete gay ops, what they did around Seek. And you got fooled by the docket team too. So Batgirl's a victim of this docket team. Tommy's a victim of this docket team. Ken's a victim of this docket team. Keemstar's a victim of this docket team. They all made everyone look like a fool, including myself. What happened on live last night? You went up there to say, oh, Seek was the only one banned. Who told you that?
No. I said that like it got made a big deal of, and then that way because it's easy to create a narrative that the docket team's doing bad things. That's what I said. Because no one made a big ass deal about it except name dropping him. No, I mean Boogie, yes, but because he's a host up there. But I'm just saying, like, Seek was the only one that got name dropped as doing like fake news. You didn't say any other names and nobody else you banned because of the narrative that's being painted right now.
You're adding a lot of qualifiers to this.
I didn't say anyone else's name that I got banned because no other person that got banned was messaging fucking host, right? Only Seek was messaging you, messaging other people, and they were messaging mods, right? The reason why this got brought up is because they used you as a fucking pawn to start annoying our moderators to try to get him unbanned. So then there had to be a response in which he got banned. Then a false narrative got built on that side of why he was banned, which wasn't true. So then that required a response. Then a whole false narrative from the rest of the docket team, Ken, was in the cafe that he didn't make the other post. So that had to be a response. The reason why so much attention went on that is because claims and people like yourself were made to be involved as a tool to get him unbanned with a false narrative attached to it.
Okay.
Boogie didn't. Boogie, Billy, did you get a message from Boogie saying, "Hey, I want to get timed out faster because I got banned on the"?
I did not get that message.
Okay, I can reach out to the other mods and see if Boogie reached out to them. Did Boogie create a false narrative in which why he got banned from? No, Ken, you're gonna listen because I don't like this, right? You are literally playing a part in this manipulation. And I'm just not going to do it. Boogie did not fucking create some false narrative in which he got timed out he accepted that he did wrong. Seek has not. The docket team did not. And that's why the battle on Cafe took place.
Okay. I got you. But it's Seek apologized for what he did in live chat when Brantley was in there. He said he was sorry, ain't gonna do it again. He did that. He'd taken accountability. And when he initially asked me, I was like, I don't know what the fuck happened, right? And then he sent it to me. I'm like, bro, you fucked up. I told him he fucked up. And or whatever. And I just asked because he asked me to, and then I left it alone. I wasn't like pressing people. I wasn't constantly going at people. I just asked. And that's all I did. But I told him I wasn't trying to like gaslight him saying that, yeah, this is bullshit or nothing. I told him he fucked up. And when Sunshinery did the whole thing too, I was like, yeah, you fucked up. I've told him that they fucked up before. I've told them that.
So now you can see why maybe some people think the docket team has something to do with this, right?
Look, he's in chat right now. This is so pathetic. Didn't Keem lie that Lacey was a stripper? This is another. Did Keem lie about Lacey being a stripper, or did Lacey come out and say she was a stripper?
I thought she said she was.
So Ken, in real time, your boy is just fucking spreading more fake shit. Can we recognize? Look what he said. It's right there in the chat. Ken, just look at it. Read it. This is pathetic. Didn't Keem lie that Lacey was a stripper? Did I lie about Lacey being a stripper, or is he spreading more fake news? Right? Like, does he run you too, Ken? I'm so confused. How many people does fucking Seek run, dude? I'm not standing for it. He's spreading more fake shit right now.
Why is the Cafe docket team so popular? You know who the other docket team that's popular is? The Balls docket team, because they get shit on for making AI slop. But
look, Ken,
why do docket
he
teams
can
are popular?
brainwash you. Ken, he can brainwash you with lies. He's not going to brainwash me with lies. I'm just going to fight against it every time. Every time he puts some fake bullshit anywhere, I'm going to say, oh, that's fake. And I can prove it. Just like I did on Cafe, just like I'm doing now. And I guess we're going to have to go find the clips where Lacey herself said she was a stripper to prove I didn't make that up.
I mean, that's fine. Like I said, bro, but don't.
Is it? Shouldn't you have some, wait, stop, Ken. Shouldn't you have criticism for this Seek, the guy you're defending right now, right? Shouldn't you have criticism for him even spreading even more fake stuff? He's making you look like a fool. This is the guy that you're defending.
I told him he fucked up. I'm not defending him saying they didn't do nothing wrong. I told him he fucked up. I told Sunshinery she fucked up. I told everybody they fucked up.
Okay, but he's doing it right now. But he's doing it right now, Ken.
He probably shouldn't be talking right now. He shouldn't be talking right now because it's just putting more eyes on the former docket team. They got fired. They're not even there anymore, right? Because they fucked up a lot. Tommy recognized it. He fired them. All I'm saying, this whole entire thing started because of what I said. Batgirl can no longer have an opinion, and now you doing this right now was feeding that narrative. So now I can come back to this stream. You're showing how they're being manipulative, and now Batgirl can't have a fucking opinion. Laugh, Billy.
We're showing you why. We're showing you why we think that.
I understand that, bro. I understand that, but
don't these guys have to take some accountability, Ken? They're spreading
yes, they
fake
do.
bullshit.
They got fired, bro. They got fired, and he shouldn't be in chat talking right now.
But you're still defending them. You're still saying. You're still saying why?
No. I'm defending Batgirl. I'm defending Batgirl
but you're defending Batgirl, saying why would we think that the docket team would influence her? And they're influencing everything.
Rastov said on Balls, guess the docket team got to her.
Based off this action right now in real time in front of us, can you see why he said that?
So so going forward, right? Batgirl can no longer say anything else. Is that what you're saying?
She should say everything. She should. But we have to take into accountability live in real time. There's lies going down in the chat as you're trying to say. We shouldn't consider the docket team. We have to consider them. They're continuing to do it right now.
I understand, and I said he's fucking up doing this. I said he's fucking up. He should be in jail
why
right
can
now.
you be the only one saying that? Why can't Rastov be suggesting it? Or everybody else? We have a problem, and the problem is a docket team that you said they're fired. We can't consider them a problem anymore. Obviously, they're still bringing bad issues to you in your arguments.
So this is what I'm saying. Because of this now.
The docket team should never get to this point. The fact that this is this big is insane. They should have been fired a long time ago. Only time it's allowed is if it's to address a mistake or misunderstanding.
It's a good point, Mao. It is stupid. It should have never got to this point. The fact that this is this big over a docket team is insane. I agree.
I mean, I think I've proven myself without a shadow of a doubt that the docket team was speaking for Batgirl. The docket team fed Tommy and Batgirl false information. That's like proven. That's a fact. That's not up for debate. I think I've proven right now Seek is currently putting fake information in here. I think the problem actually might be the docket team.
Well, let me ask you this.
It could be, right?
Okay, but look, they're fired now, right? So if she says something and someone brings up the docket team again, Is this going to be a thing?
They're
Look what happened on
they're
Rewind.
fired, but they're still influencing everything right now live in chat.
I would say, Ken, right? I would be suspect that even though they're fired, the first thing I would think is, yeah, they're probably fired, but they're probably going like in Tommy's Discord and doing meetings there or something. Like, I don't believe that they're fired. Like, do you actually believe they're fired and they're not holding meetings with Batgirl and Tommy? Like, I don't believe that.
Would you say you talk to the Doggett team still, Ken? Are you still in contact with them?
Like,
I don't like. I mean, I talked to them when they were helping me out with my show. Yes, but I mean,
When's the last
outside that, I
time?
really
When's the
don't-
last time you talked to them? Anybody from the Doggett team?
This morning.
Okay. So they have influence.
But
They're a colleague. They have influence. They're the little dog like Rastov is dancing around me. You say Rast is a little dog dancing around Billy. They're the little dogs dancing around you. Correct?
I don't know what the benefit is. Like, are they trolling me or are they trolling Tommy and Batgirl? Because Tommy and Batgirl are getting the bad reputation from the Doggett team. I don't see them really getting one over on me. I've destroyed them with facts and logic and screenshots and receipts like over and over again. So who actually are they trolling at this point?
I don't even know, bro. All I'm saying is, like, when they ask me about shit, like, I've told them they fucked up. I'm not spinning some fucking narrative here. The only thing I'm saying is now, because of what happened with the Doggett team, and I'll say due to their own mistakes, I'll say that. Now,
thank you.
Now is fucking Batgirl over. That's all I'm saying. Because,
but that's also my point. That's also my. We agree. We agree on that.
Okay, we agree on that. But that's
100%.
But the thing is, if anything happens now, she's fucked. Because anyone can just say, "Oh, they got in her ear again," and then people are going to run with this narrative.
That's going to run. That's going to run low if they are, unless they're still actively doing things like Seek was doing right now in chat, making up lies about Lacey being not a stripper. Like, this is.
I think they convinced her to do a gaming stream on the weekend. I think they convinced her that there was a schedule on the weekend. You know, I think they lied why Seek got banned to Tommy and Batgirl. Like, there's just evidence of them being in Tommy and Batgirl's ear. So of course, people are going to think that. You know,
fair point.
Until they fall back and aren't around. People will still think that. He's still around. He just did it live right now in real time. They're going to think that, and they have a right to think that, right?
And
sure.
You know, I think Tommy and Batgirl should definitely I don't know. Okay, so if I'm Tommy and Batgirl, the first time my Doggett team gives me false information, they got to go. They got to go.
I'm not telling them how to run their show. That's their show now. I'm not telling them how to run it.
Well, guess what?
No, I'm saying if I was them. No, if I was them, I would part ways with the person that made me look silly, right? And they did. That Doggett team made them both look silly on 2 different occasions. I would part ways with them. I'd get a new Doggett team. You know, it's clear that their goal is to have some power that they shouldn't have and spread false narratives. And the only one that takes the L is not them directly. It's Tommy and Batgirl, you know?
Well, they're fired now. So all we can do is see how it goes forward. That's all we can do now.
Yeah. Well,
Why are you laughing,
anyone,
Billy?
Because
if anyone agrees,
because you're saying in one
they're
you're saying in one breath they're fired now, so who cares? But also they're Batgirl's going to be held that she's hiding behind the Doggett team. You're trying to have it both ways.
I'm not. No. I'm saying what Keem said. His opinion that they should have been gone and now they're gone, right?
Yeah.
And then, but what I'm also saying is because of the narrative, whatever happens, they're going to say the Doggett team did it. So to your point, yes, I'm saying the more they back off or whatever, and they're not in her ear, then yes, people will stop that narrative. But I'm saying right now,
the best favor the Doggett team could do would just stop responding, stop associating themselves with Cafe for a while, just be fans quietly, maybe chuck a dono here and there. Like don't insert yourself into this business right now. That's how they're going to help Batgirl look like she has her own opinions by not being around, clouding up the fucking conversation.
Ken, have you seen the clip where, you know, Tommy's trying to get Seek unbanned or whatever, and then I come in with the receipts. Have you seen that?
On Cafe?
Cafe, yeah.
Yes, I saw that. and he fucked up. He fucked up.
That was 4 days ago.
Yeah, but and you're not convinced by that they're trolling, they're lying, they're manipulating fucking like a lot of people. They lied and manipulated to Ken or to Tommy and Batgirl. In that and you.
I agree, and I told Siki fucked up. I didn't try to like say, yeah, this is fucked up that happened to you. I told him that.
Okay, so you do agree that they manipulated you and lied to you?
How? What?
You oh god, I'm so confused.
They didn't lie to me. I told them they fucked up. I told Sunshiner she fucked up for talking up for you, right? When I talked to her about it, I told her she fucked up. I'm not trying to like sweep or say anything that happened, whatever, right? I know they fucked up. Should they have been fired? Should they have been? Go ahead.
Let me please let me try to understand this. When Seek reached out to you after he got banned, what did he say?
He was like, I think I fucked up. I'm like, what'd you do? And he told me what he did. I'm like, yeah, you did fuck up. Like you shouldn't have done that shit. And then basically he was like, well, like, what's the chance you think I'm getting unbanned, or do you think I'm cooked? And I was like, I don't know. Let me reach out to Lord Rush and I'll just see what the actual thing is, because I didn't see that part. I didn't see like that happen in real time, so I was unaware. I just reached out.
Well, that's good. That's actually good, because that's good for Seek, right? Because I would assume that conversation would be like, Keem's banned me. He's holding a grudge against me. I thought he was playing victim to you in the DMs.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
Okay, well, that's good.
He's like, I think I'm cooked. I'm like, I think you are cooked. I'm like, but I don't know. And I was like, let me reach out to Lord Rush just to see what's happening. Because again, I didn't see this in real time, so I didn't know. So I just asked, I'm like, hey, what's going on with Seek? Is there a chance he can get unbanned? He knows he fucked up or whatever. And then he was like, all right, let me figure it out. And that's the end of the conversation.
Okay, well, see, then in my opinion, it's not as bad as I assumed it probably went. So, I mean, that's good for Seek that he knew that he fucked up right away.
Yeah, he did. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like they're this whole big conspiracy. I'm like, yeah, do they fuck around? Do they find out? Yes, they do. I'm not going to say that they're innocent in anything. I'm not saying that. But all I'm saying is the fact that, like, no matter what happens, like, when it came up there and Rastov said the docket team must have gotten to her, that's the narrative that's been built, so it's an easy one to go to. That's all I'm saying.
It's a reasonable one, right?
I mean, sure, but but by that point, you're invalidating any opinion Batgirl has at this point. That's all I'm saying, because it's the easy out.
It's not invalidation. It's just a reasonable response to why her attitude might have changed so quickly. So we had her up to address it, and then moved on, we thought. But Tommy wanted to make it about him. Tommy wanted to make this a thing where we were stealing his girl. He created a conspiracy where we were stealing his girl. He wanted to be the victim here, and he got it.
I'm not speaking on that. That's Tommy's doing. I'm not speaking on that. I'm not here to speak on that. That's his doing. I have no control of the show. I don't tell Tommy what to say or anything. It's his show.
Yeah,
he runs
the docket team tells him what to do.
I mean, there's currently a false narrative being spread in this chat right now that Keem has a problem with Cafe docket team and is always trying to go after. Wait, let me finish.
Sorry.
Keem is always trying to go after Cafe docket team. The problem I have with the docket team is because they were literally giving bad advice that would hurt Cafe, right? I'm upset with them initially because they had Batgirl playing video games on the weekend. They had Batgirl convinced that you needed a schedule on the weekend. I went in, all right, to tell Batgirl the right way to do things, how to do a stream that would be beneficial for Cafe, all right? And that's where the docket team was answering questions for the Batgirl, and I told them to shut the fuck up. Batgirl took my direction, not the docket team's direction, and had a very successful weekend stream. So the whole narrative that I'm trying to hurt Cafe is silly. The person that was hurting Cafe in that situation was the docket team.
Let me ask you this. Do you think the Cafe docket team ran me?
I don't know.
Really?
I didn't have these problems. I didn't have these problems until it was Tommy and Batgirl.
Can I tell you what the difference is, Ken, between you and Tommy?
No. But I'm just saying, for what you know about me, do you really think a docket team is going to tell me what to say?
I didn't have these issues when you were on Cafe, so I don't know. I didn't have an issue with the
Ken,
Cafe docket team until Tommy got involved.
The real
And then it
difference is you knew everything about the LCU, your pulse on the LCU. You knew when there was bullshit or not. Tommy's pretty much getting everything through the docket team. He's not a big part of the LCU. He shows up, he does his show, he's guided by them, and he runs off what they say. That's the issue. That's the difference between you and Tommy. You knew everything here. You were as much a part of the LCU as anybody.
Okay.
1 minute. I got to get this screenshot of Seek making another false allegation in this chat. Hopefully it's still in there because I just got word that Lacey will be streaming, showing her past with being a stripper, because it's very much a real story that I reported in the news chat because it's real.
All right, so I'm gonna say this. So Seek sent me a screenshot, right? And this, I'm assuming, I don't know if this is a docket chat, but this is Batgirl saying, I'm debating on doing a little drunk gaming stream today. There's a game called Baby Steps that came out. Batgirl said, I'll just use this thumbnail. Seek said, hit up Tommy if you're down to do a show today. I'm going to be honest. I think that's what your boss is expecting. I don't know if Keem will be happy with the members only gaming stream, or hit up Buff and see if he's down to do a show with you.
Okay. So if it was just Batgirl that made that decision, then I apologize. But based on the conversation that, where I'm asking Batgirls why she's doing the gaming stream and the docket team is answering for her, I could only assume in that scenario that was their plan because they were speaking for her.
Have you ever asked a woman a question and her boyfriend answers it for you because he's insecure with having the woman talk? It's just weird when you ask somebody who you work with a question and their insubordinates are answering for you. It's
so maybe
deflection. They shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have done that.
Right, but do you understand how I would be led to believe that was their plan, since they are answering the questions that I'm literally asking Batgirl, why are you doing a members only gaming stream? And then a docket team member answers instead of her. So do you see why I would assume that this was their idea?
I'll do that. Do you want me to send you the screenshot? I can send it to you if you want me to.
No, I trust you. I trust you.
Okay.
If that was Batgirl's decision, then that's on her. And that was a dumb idea. Members only should be used during the week, right? Where you can do a members only whenever. On the weekends, especially with a show like Cafe that streams at 8 a.m, you should take advantage of doing a public, not a member stream, a public stream to get new fans and new viewers.
Yeah, I mean, we try to do that on the weekends. I totally get it. Okay.
But the idea that I'm out to hurt Cafe is insane.
Okay. I mean, that's
anybody who thinks Keem's out to hurt
right?
any of these shows. Like, overall, he's building them because they're all his shows, right? They're all his. He wants them to be different. He wants them to be interesting, and he wants them to interact with each other. But he wants them all to grow, each one of them. Nightmare, everybody. As much as he talks shit on Nightmare. If he didn't like Nightmare, Nightmare wouldn't be here. He wants this shit to work. It doesn't work if everybody gets sedentary and just sits back and is uncomfortable in their own zones. We have to work together. It's a universe.
I can't get the screenshot of Seek of what he said in chat about me lying and putting fake news about Lacey being the stripper. He must have deleted it, but it's just another case of that.
Well,
okay.
We read it out loud on the stream. We all know what happened.
Yeah.
We all saw it. But
all right. Like I said, the only thing I'm asking for is whenever like Batgirl does say something, just try not to say the docket team told her. That's the whole entire point of me coming up here.
The whole entire point of me putting on Nerds was getting her away from that docket team so she could shine by herself. I thought it would be awesome to give her a space to fucking talk and then just be her. Because I do think she has opinions. Always have. Always respected her. If you look in the DMs her and I have had, I've been trying to pump her up and gas her up this whole way through. Because when I see new people that don't know what they're doing, including you, Ken, I want to give them a push. When you were here on Rewind with me and Xylee, you were the new guy. And you fucking cooked. You took off. Even if you didn't work there. You built Cafe and that shit popped. You've been really fucking good at this. You're doing your own shit. It's like, I love to see that. I'm supportive of these fucking people, but also I don't buy into the fucking emotions of it all. Emotions come and go. It's It's a weird situation where the docket team is there and we question the docket team, but we still move on. We have to. So yeah, don't hold her accountable for the docket team. And docket team, stop making yourself so fucking popular. It's not doing them any favors.
And to everyone watching, to Ken, to Billy, I would love to just like play a video game on one of these shows on the weekend. I personally would love to do that, right? But I know that'll hurt whatever channel I'm on. It's not going to help it. It's going to hurt it.
You can't say that because look what happened when you played Rust with Queens. Remember that? You can't say that, dude.
Okay, but that was a whole like built up thing that we built up for a while, right?
You destroyed Queens just you playing fucking Rust. I mean, if you played up that you're going to go play a gaming stream over a channel, they're going to go watch you, especially because you haven't been around in so long. You can't really say that.
Ken, that was a completely different scenario. It was built up that we were doing this. All right. There was a collaboration where I'm doing it, someone else is doing it. And again, Keemstar's involved, right? When Batgirl plays a video game on Cafe, what it's going to do, it's going to enter into the feed on the channel that gaming took place here. It's going to be low performing, all right? It is not going to bang because there's no collaboration, there's no hype for it. It wasn't promoted for a week that this big gaming collaboration thing is happening, right? Mm-hmm. It's going to underperform. And then the next time Cafe goes live on Monday, some of those notifications are not going to go out because big portion of the fans didn't click on the gaming stream.
Oh, yeah. I agree with you on that, but I'm just saying I'm just saying the point you were making is that if you did a gaming stream and you hyped it up for a week that you're about to do a gaming stream, you would destroy any channel in this network. I'm sorry. That's all I'm saying. Like, I know what you're trying to say because of Batgirl doing it and you're using yourself as an example, but you're not the example to use because you would destroy any show. That's all I'm saying.
This is how they could do it. If they really want a game, this is how they could do it where it would be successful, right? Let's say it was a multiplayer game and multiple channels were involved and multiple channels were streaming at the same time. All right. And it was a hyped up event, right? Let's say they were all playing Rust. All right. And I'm just using that as an example. It could have been any game, right? Test is playing Rust. Cafe is playing Rust. Another channel is playing Rust, and it's all on the same server, and they're fucking on teams, one show versus the other team. Yes, that would work, but that's not what we're talking about, all right? This was, I don't have a plan on what to do, so I'm going to play a gaming stream, right?
Yeah, I'll give you that. But the whole thing is, though, like, because Cafe wasn't doing weekend streams, Tommy's been very open about his weekend. So Batgirl was just trying to do something on the weekend. That's all it was. And that's a safe bet for her. Because when I was on Cafe, because remember, since I couldn't do Fridays, I did Saturdays, and she wanted to do something just to try to help. So that's why she did that gaming stream on Sunday. She was just trying to do something because of the pressure that was put on. Like, I remember that. That's all it was. It was a safe bet. It was a safe bet. That's all it was, dude.
Look, I'm down to help Batgirl, help Tommy, and even help this docket team any way I can. And I think I have by beating that docket team's ass with facts and logic over and over again. You think, when you're a bad boy, when you're a child and you get fucking smacked for it and the belt fucking comes out, you learn to be a better person. So the idea, just because I'm fucking exposing them for this bullshit means that I'm against them. No, hopefully they're learning. But they're not. Seek just put up another fake allegation in the fucking chat, right? So it's like,
all right. Either way, like I said, I appreciate you coming up here, right? And I do, but I just wanted my point to get put across. That's it.
And look, I also have to say this before we end this. I mean, if this was Batgirl's idea for the streaming thing, then I'm wrong, and I take accountability that I'm wrong. I thought it was the docket team's idea. I own it. That's my L. But the reason why I thought that is because they answered for her when I asked her why she was doing a members-only gaming stream.
I
was led to believe that, All
right. I got it. Before you leave, so am I officially on Cash?
Monday morning, Ken is back.
Ken is back in the LCU. Welcome back, Ken.
I'm so excited, Ken, because honestly, when you left, that one hit hard, right? But
dude, it did. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't in a good headspace to come back. I just wasn't. But Like, I think that me and Denmark will actually work because it's the boomer and zoomer. Like I tell people, I feel like I'm talking to myself when I was 20 years old. So I can, I can give myself advice. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I see this. So
yeah, it's a good team. You guys should put Seek on the docket team. See how that goes.
Seek, I'll hire you, bro. I'll hire you, Seek. Bring it. All right.
No, cool. Look, just to wrap this up. All right. Do I want an endless war with Sunshinery, Seek, and I don't know the other names, right? No, I don't want an endless war with them. I mean, ultimately, I own this universe, and they really care about one of the shows in the universe, and I would like a good working relationship with that docking team. But my only experience is these feuds. That's all I have. I'd like to have some good experiences, and I don't have any yet. And now I got a new bad experience with what he's just said in chat, So
I got you. I appreciate it. Yeah. But
all right.
Yeah, man.
See you guys.
See
Peace.
You. Now, Ken, I want to talk to you a little bit about Cash. I saw you on with Denmark, and it was a lot of fun. Go ahead and let's wrap this up. Then we'll talk about Cash.
I just want to say real quick, this is the second time this motherfucker stopped on the show and went at me about the docket. I just want to say that because he did it on live, and then he came in here and did it, right? And I get what he's saying, and I get his perspective. I totally do, right? Because
it's a point of contention for him, right? It does something that he's experienced himself, and when he sees you saying one thing about it, he's like, I have to say my piece because I don't quite see eye to eye with it.
Well, if I'm being completely honest, my experience with the docket team working with them, right, it's not what people are painting. So that's why I'm passionate about it, because my experience with them was totally different. And my experience with Batgirl has also been totally different compared to what people are saying about her. So that's why I feel the way I do.
When it comes to the docket team, I feel like your experience would be totally different because you know this place from like the back of your hand. You've been here since like day one. You've been around the LCU since day one. Tommy disappeared for the longest time. Didn't pay any attention to it, came back, and when he came back, his entire viewpoint of the LCU has been filtered to him through the docket team, right? That's why I think it's completely different between you and Tommy. With Batgirl, it's whatever. I genuinely just want Batgirl to flourish. I don't care if it's on Cafe or on Nerds or whatever. I thought that Nerds would be a good move, and then when I was told that we were psyoping, I got a little fucking like fuck you about it, I said fuck you to her because she said it feels like a big fuck you to me. And I said, well, fuck you. But then what I said afterwards was not fuck you, right? It was like, this is where I'm coming from. Do you still want to not do this? She said, yes, okay, cool. I'm just trying to help out where I can when I can, and that's whether I'm in a professional role or not. I'm always trying to help people. And Ken, you and I have had our history. But I mean, we've had good history and rough history, and that's the nature of this beast. People brush up against each other, and I am glad that you're back. I'm excited to see you with Denmark. He's had a mixture of co-hosts, and having someone who really balances him is going to be fun. I'm glad that you're excited about it. And when I watched, you guys were very entertaining. I don't know how many times you've been on with him now.
Probably 5 at this point.
5. Yeah, I saw one episode with you two together. I was like, this is good. So Lolcow Cash is going to be one-upping its showmanship when you're on.
Appreciate it. What I told him was like, let me direct the ship, and then that way you're free to do whatever the fuck you want to do. You ain't got to worry about OBS. You ain't got to worry about chatting up. Just let me direct the shipping, and then you just fucking go ham, right?
That's cool.
I think that would be the best dynamic between us. Yeah.
He's got all the energy to do all the crazy shit. And you can ground a fucking show very well. So that's smart. That's smart.
Yeah. So I think it'll work out. Definitely. I definitely think it'll work out. But just for the record, dude, like history or not, I don't hate you. I've never hated you. All right. I just want to say that.
I'm sorry that things got rough between us because I've always considered you a stand-up person, like from day one. And I know we got rough. We got in moments where like I was questioning you and stuff, but it's still at the end of the day, like this fucking universe makes people do dumb shit. And I've done dumb shit. I know you've done shit that you probably wouldn't do outside of this universe, but it's
Facts.
we're a high density situation all the time. And
Oh, yeah.
mistakes
And
will be made by everybody.
And when I told you what was in my head, I wasn't trying to hurt. I was just trying to talk about it so I could express why I felt that way. And I think just because of the emotion behind it, right? It got the better of all of us. That's what I truly think happened. And since I wasn't here to talk to anyone about it, I got into my own head because of what I saw that happened, right? So that's right.
Game's back.
See, bro.
What's up, boss?
Dude, you can't win. All right. So I'm thinking to myself after I left that, I'm like, you know what? It would probably make sense for me and the Cafe Docket team to mend our relationship, or at the very least, have an open line of communication. So I added Seek and I added Sunshinery, right? You know what this dude does? Leaves the server.
Okay.
Bro, like I'm telling you, this guy is a troll, lying and manipulating and fucking with everybody. We all have this feud because of him. Bro.
Okay. I
was like, you know what? He proved without a shadow of a doubt that was Batgirl's decision in the game. My L. I should probably have a line of communication with them and you know, so we can be on the same page, and if there's ever an issue, we can handle it privately and just have better communication so things like this don't happen. So I add him and he fucking leaves the server. Now he's saying I'll join back. What? Because I aired it out? Proving that this guy's a weirdo? Ken, please help me, dude. Help me. We're getting trolled by these fucking people, dude. We're getting fucked with by these people. I promise you. I know a troll when I see one.
I know you do. Seek, man, come on, bro. Come on. Like, I don't know.
Stop defending him. Like you're
Well, listen,
he's running you guys. He's running you guys. They're running you. I promise. They're running you. They're running you.
Listen, this is what I told Billy after you left, right? I was like, my experience with them was so different, right? And that's why I'm passionate about this. And my experience with Batgirl was a lot different than what I'm seeing. So that's why I'm passionate about it, right? So that's why, because what's happening, right? I didn't experience any of this shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck? So that's why I'm defending them, because I know the people, I know the type of people who they can be. I know that because I worked with them for so long. And Seek was a day one Docket team member since Cafe. He had been through the whole fucking thing. So I had a really good working relationship with him. I got to know him pretty well. So that's why, you know, like what people are saying, I'm like, I just don't see it because I know a different person than that, right?
Yeah, like a troll would do.
I don't know if he would troll me for 7 months, bro, and then just all of a sudden show. I don't see that. But again, I could be wrong. I just don't see somebody being like that for 7 months with me and then just troll me like that. I don't know. That's just me. Anyways.
I'm gonna leave quietly.
Fuck. It's never
Team
easy.
Star for the win, everybody.
It's never easy.
It's never easy. But,
I like Seek. Like Seek and I have always gotten along. Seek has been on your team, but Seek would send jabs at us, and then one day we kidnapped Seek, and we had Seek in our Discord holding him hostage. We were playing around with you guys, and then the fucking Seek was held hostage in our voice chat. He was stayed in it all day long as part of the joke, and then Keem nuked the voice chats over like some shit that was going down in the Discord, and we were like, "No, Seek died. Seek died. He was in the voice chat when it was nuked."
I remember that.
I got good memories with Seek. Like the Docket team. I don't even judge the Docket team other than the fact that I think Tommy is getting all his information from them, and they hate Rastov. So I think Tommy's hatred for Rastov is inherited. I don't think he's sat down, got to know Rastov, and figured it out. I think he just took what, he saw with Rastov and you and with the Doggett team, and he's ran with it. And that'd be okay if it was just like a thought, but he like runs with it as if Rastov is super evil. He's made Rastov the villain of Cafe continuously, which is like, I don't think that's very fair.
Well, And for the record, right, when the whole thing happened, right, I didn't tell Batgirl, I didn't tell the doc, I didn't tell nobody. So I talked to them all when it all came out, and I laid it all out on the table. And I said, if y'all feel like I snaked you, if you feel some type of way about anything, you can leave. It's fine. Like, I'm not going to take it offensively because of this that happened, right? And all of them were like, nah, we get it, dude. It's cool. Like, so they know the truth. Like, I told them all the truth. Like, after Rewind, that episode of Rewind, it all came out. So there's no point in lying about it anymore. Yeah. But I also want to one last thing. I wanted to clear it out, right? The whole me showing Rastof's messages. Did you see when I went up on live and talked to him about it?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I've heard, I didn't watch it, but I heard. So yeah,
I just want to clear that up, and that's why, because I was going to do a video of the starter Rastoff and where he's at, and I just needed a reference point. Because I wasn't going to leak them. I just wanted to tell this because I consider myself a story. I like telling the story. I wanted to tell it accurately. I was never going to show them.
Seeing your one side of the story, was it enough for you to kind of tell the story based off memory of what you were saying? Because a lot of time you can read one side of the story and based on the responses get a feeling for it. Is it still possible to tell that story maybe with a little less like recollection, but with a good start? Because it would be interesting to watch that. I would tune in.
I mean, I could do it, but the thing is, I like reference points. So it's like, I can be like, I said this, and this is kind of how we talked about it. I don't know what his reaction was.
You know what would be fun? I don't know if this is possible. If you and Rastov sat down on a stream and went over it one-on-one and talked recollection, like a convo between the two of you, I would watch the fuck out of that.
A lot of people said they want to see me and Rastov in like a Friend of Me's podcast.
Yeah. Well, even just one episode. Like if he comes up on on a weekend stream on Cash or whatever and just talked about it, it'd be interesting to see it, like just to talk about that history of how it started, how it went through, where you guys disagree, where you guise see things like spinning off. That would be fucking. I would watch that.
Well, here I'll show you. Share the screen.
Yeah.
So I started at the Rastov joins Ozzy, the Goodbye on his personal channel, when the whole thing with him and Twiggy, when he got hired on live and he said bye to Ozzy, and then him up on Rewind, and then just basically all the way down to tattoo thing, right? Because that's a big point of contention with people. Him becoming the community manager, when he went up on your show to talk about first getting it, what he wanted to do, and then Ozzy Prime, the performance review episode, how when Snake felt that he snaked him, and when they went through all that. The IRL, because that was a disaster stream. It is what it is. And then the Camp Keem thing, right? And then when he donated to get fucking CD-ROM fired, which and at the end of the day, right, it is what it is. It's probably a good thing. Yeah. And then I have when Keem gave Rastov the power on balls, right? And this is just me working on the story of Rastov. And because that's basically it. But this is the thing, dude. I firmly believe it's not all his fault. I don't think it's all his fault. I think he's been gassed up and given a lot of power, and people want him to be more assertive. Because when he came in, he was the nice guy. He was a nice person, right? But then when Keem was starting to give him power, he wanted him to assert that power, and Rastov kind of had that internal struggle going on.
You can identify with that too, right?
A bit.
How would a deep dive on Ken look in your eyes? Like, where would that start? Would it start like pre-camping trip? Where would it start?
I mean, you could start, I guess, there. I mean, or like when I got mod, you could do that too, because that's kind of when I got a little bit of power, and then what happened there.
Or would it start before you got mod? What was Ken before he got mod? Like when you got mod, was it on air? Would there be video to it, or would it be like just the story?
Yeah, it is, because back then there was a whole big thing because Brandon had lost his mod. And I think Lord Rush, because Lord Rush, well, that was the first time he got his mod. And there was the campaign for mods, right? So people had to pay Pig to become eligible for that. And it was me, Brady, Complexity, Sigma, and it was others, but other people were dropping out because they really didn't care about it. And then there was this whole big, almost like the presidential election, where we would campaign to do it, because back then there was faction warfare, right? And so Brady was on one side, I was on the other side, and Complexity and Sigma were on both sides, but they were trying to bring them together, right? Because people that weren't here before, there was the Gooners DNI versus Peaceful Gamers, faction warfare in the Discord. It was bad. It was really bad. And then we go from that literally to Leon Dion, right? The Leon Dion arc in the Discord.
I remember that.
So that's it. Literally did a complete 180, right?
The
But,
Leon
yeah.
Dion arc was right when I came in because it was they were bringing all the hosts, or they were trying to replace Keemstar as a host of Lolcow Live, and that's
I
when
remember that.
I came up to do my piece. And to do that, you had to be in the Discord. Otherwise, I was just watching the show. You know, I was like, I don't have
Yeah, I
time to
remember
be
that.
in the Discord. I don't. Now I don't have time to be out of the Discord.
That's it. And then I was also working on like a history of the LCL. Like I was working on that because I started with like Keem and DSP and all that drama and kind of what led up to it, right? And then I went into when Lolcow Live started, right? I was actually kind of sad no one acknowledged the 2-year anniversary on November the 11th. Right, because that was the 2-year anniversary of the first upload on the channel. No one acknowledged that, and I was kind of sad. I was saddened by that because no one. It was a 2-year anniversary of this great thing we have, right?
Yeah.
And because it all started with Boogie and Mudahar fighting. That's how it all started, right? Because Boogie went into RTU and basically gave him content, and then the next one, and then I went into the big Tommy and Boogie fight because a lot of people never really saw Tommy and Boogie fight as hard as they did. Right. So that's why I'm like, this is a massive moment, especially with what's happening right now. Tommy and Boogie going in, Boogie saying all this shit about Tommy, how it was on the show. No one really saw that.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to do like a history thing. I think I should get the LCU historian role in the fucking Discord. I think I should get that role.
I think you should definitely do some of this stuff. Make it a thing. Make it a nice little video package, a little part. Put it up on whatever the Cash channel, or maybe make a LCU. Maybe there could be a LCU channel for when people do actual YouTube videos or like documentary style videos. Maybe you could go to that one channel so there'd be a source for non-live content. Because I think there's a lot of hosts here who have worked on that. Rewind used to do non-live recaps of the live stuff. Xylee headed that up. She was really good at that with Jaded Take would edit it. It was great stuff. There's room for that here. Everything is live all the time, but like sometimes you want to go back and remember things, and it's best when it's in a package like that.
Yeah. Because a lot of times people reference things from the past, but no one has no idea what happened. So that's why I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
So
and you've been here, so
cool.
that's a good idea.
Yep.
I like that. Run. You're back on fucking air. You've always been here. You never really had a reason not to be here. I'm glad you're back officially though, and keep it coming.
Appreciate that.
Thank you for calling in, Ken.
Cool. Take care, Billy.
See you Monday on Lolcow Cash.
Peace.
Later. Now that Ken is gone, I'm going to bring up what I believe is an advertisement for Sunday. Tommy C and Batboral versus Billy and Rastov. 2 p.m. Eastern. Debates live. It's going to be, where does it say? Can I click off this motherfucker, please? I don't know what channel it's going to be on, but there's no shot you're going to be able to miss it. That's going to be a fun one. I'm excited to look forward to that. I look like fucking, I look like a Hobbit grandmother. What is this? Is this just how I look? Why do I feel like I'm a Hobbit grandmother here? Why do I look like Joe Pesci in a fat suit? Why does Tommy C look like Joe Pesci in a fan suit? He's Joe Pesci at a fucking soccer game. I'm Joe Pesci after overeating at a buffet. Is Rastov Rastov is no Pesci. He looks more like Guillermo. No, not Guillermo. Who's the fucking guy from? He played in the movie Waiting. God damn it, he's a huge famous actor. He don't look like Rastov. Batgirl. This looks like they hired a random high school chick to play Batgirl in the school play. Something is not up with this. This is fucking great. 2 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be fun. Sunday. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be fantastic. Holy shit. I can't not with that. That is just too cute. Ah. Do. Luis Guzman. Thank you, Cham. Why I couldn't remember his fucking name. Luis Guzman. Rastov looking like Luis Guzman right there. That was fucked up. I love it. You get the picture, though. Everybody's like, why use AI slop? There's billions of pictures of you guys. And I think the funny thing is that they did. I think it's awesome because it's so uncanny valley. It makes you look even more. It makes you stare at it even more. You're like, what the fuck? I look 10 to 20 years older. I know. I'm actually 10 to 20 years older than I look, too. I'm 42 years old, and I look like a prepubescent boy. I look like I'm waiting for Mommy's Milkies. Shit, dude. Guys, we have been live for almost 3 hours, and I want to wrap it up saying Sunday, when we go head-to-head, there's going to be some moments of contention. I hope that you were able to watch this and see everything that led up to this, because I feel like a lot of people had a lot to say about what went down. And you can see it for yourself here with only a slight amount of me jumping in and giving my biased opinion. But it was important for me to go back and look at it, too, because I was like, what the fuck did I say? Travis Blair, welcome to Cash Cow. Kenny88 says, Rastov looks like Timu Tom Selleck. He's Magnum B.O. Oh, shit. Irish Badass says, I got an Ozempic update in my Twitter DMs to look forward to. That's gonna be awesome to see. It's been going really good. I've heard that there are no fat people anymore. Ozempic has eradicated fat people. You go to a gym now and every woman is like super thin running around at the gym. Only fat people that are left are dumb fat people that don't realize there's an answer to their problems in the form of a prescription. I'm one of those people. Shit, dude. Shit. Oh. Ozempic has killed Twinkie sales. I don't know what to say about Twinkies. They're out there. They are out there. We're going to wind down the clock. I think we might as well sit and chill for the next, 13 minutes. Make this an even 3 hours. If anybody has anything they want to say, hop up in members waiting. We'll talk it out. Send a super chat. We'll respond. I'll keep an eye on the chat to see where we go. But, yeah, R.I.P. to Chubby Chasers. You used to like a little chub on your partner, and now Ozempic's eradicating that chub. You're going to go to grab a nice little tummy roll, and you're going to get a fucking meat curtain hanging down that used to be full of justifiably delicious jiggle. That lovely little fat plump is gone now. It's just a fucking meat curtain. It's a bingo wing hanging. Beefy. Jestful Jade is beefy. I can't do the beefy. KT Lady says, or if you're broke too, that certainly doesn't help. Yeah, I tried to get on that stuff, and the stuff they gave me, it's like you couldn't take it every week. You had to take it every day. And I had an issue doing that every day. And I didn't. Once I got off of it, I only gained more weight back. It was terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Beefy. You guys are wild. Ozempic's going to create a future zombie outbreak, Deal City says. Dude, imagine if there was an Ozempic apocalypse movie and it was just the Ozempic had turned and now the calories that you burnt off the Ozempic, your body is hungering for them back so much that you have to eat whatever's in front of you, and that happens to be other human beings. So you're on like an Ozempic rage to feed, and you can't stop yourself because you have to regain those calories that Ozempic took from you. And there's all these skinny people with flabby skin hanging off of them. They're like, brains, because they want to eat your brains, because that's what Ozempic thinks is the most delicious part of the body, I think. It's not as high calorie as fat, but it's tasty. Brains are tasty. You ever had a cabeza taco at the taco trucks? Cabeza is brain in your taco meat. It's pretty good. Zombies run around with loose skin. That'd be funny. The Ozempic cannibal. That's terrible. Ozempicapox. I said that wrong. Ozempocalypse. God damn it. Why did I read that like the dumbest person ever? Oops. Ozempocalypse coming to a world near you. You thought she looked fit. You thought Karen had lost all the weight. Naturally. But naturally, nature takes its course, and they must gain back. They must feed. The Ozempic zombies, the Ozombies are rising, and they are hungry. Ozempocalypse coming to a theater near you. 2026. It'd be cool. I would watch it. I'd be like, yeah, I'll be eating popcorn and shit. Dumb fucking bitch, she'll never lost weight. That's what you get for losing weight. That can't get me. I'm fat as fuck. I'm not gonna be a zombie. It's perfect. Night of the Living Ozempics. Do 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 do. That's wild. Irish Badass says Sharon Osbourne zombie? Did she lose a bunch on Ozempic? Interesting. This is why I like to just be alone and riff without anybody telling me that I need to be on topic. Because I get to write movie ideas for films that will never be made. Like, if I didn't think this up with you guys here right now, this wouldn't exist at all. Now at least it exists as an idea, right? You know how many movies I've made in my head? That's like one of my secret formulas for entertaining myself. I'm just like, let's take this idea, and hash it out as a film. I swear to God, if there was like a movie producer in the room while I was saying this stupid shit, at least one of these would have got a green light. Because I've seen some dumbass movies get made. I'm certain one of these would have got a green light if I always had someone listening to my ideas. At least one of them would have been made. I tell myself that. Return of the Living Fat. A sequel. I gotta see a sequel. I can't fit in the chair though. Luckily, I brought my own wheelchair. Oh, this popcorn's so good. I gotta see this. Last time, the Ozempic ladies got beat because they found a Twinkie. They found a Twinkie factory, and everybody got fat eating Twinkies. I wonder how they're gonna save the world this time. Popcorn. It's possible. It's possible. Coming to theaters, Grinch 2. In a world so heartless, Grinch realized Christmas is over, but Valentine's Day is here, and a heart 10 times too big is still not love enough to fill the empty heart of the Lonely Hearts Club. Grinch gets married. Valentine's Day. A Grinch movie for Valentine's. His heart gets big, he starts loving, and then he realizes women don't want him. They only wanted his love when it involved giving presents back. I think it's a good movie. Let's watch Grinch 2, The St. Valentine's Day Massacre. You all here? I'm just making movies. It don't stop. I could do this all day long. Pepper Juice says, Billy, does your body get uncomfortable sitting so long on podcasts? My body is uncomfortable always. It's one of the few side effects to being 600 pounds. Grassfed says, your power was in your hair, Billy. Don't you know the tale of, was it Samson and Goliath? Was it Samson that got his hair cut? Shit, I don't even know my history very well. My lore, my folklore. Is that folklore? What is that? If my power was in my hair, so be it. I will die soon with a nice little tuft of curls. If you believe my power was in my hair, this would be a wonderful time to try and kill me. Irish Badass says, is the Ghostface killer Billy Loomis or his offspring? There's a new Scream coming out, right? And it ties back in. The Ghostface killer gets to be anybody. Is it tied? Am I missing Scream? Doesn't it change every time? The last two Screams, they kind of deviated. I watched them. The first few Screams were really good. I will watch this next Scream most likely. I haven't been able to go to the theater much. We pretty much just do Lolcow Universe now, and then the rest of the time we sit in a box, twiddling our thumbs, waiting to be beaten by our overlords, the internet viewers. We just wait to be beaten. So Billy Loomis is back? What? Sydney Prescott has 3 daughters. One of her daughters is in this one? Huh. Interesting. Scream 7, I still haven't seen the second movie. I think the first 4 Screams were really good. I thought Dopey was the killer. Do you know Stu Mocker? He's back. Didn't he die? Did they all die? This is Stu. I got to watch this trailer. What the fuck? What's going on? The Hannibal TV show with Mads Mikkelsen is better than the movies? Oh, the Hannibal TV show? The TV got really, really good at the end of the 90s. HBO and everything with like The Sopranos and all that, The Wire. They started making TV that was like the new silver screen, the new cinematic bang bang. It got really fucking good. So I could see that being better than the movies, but I think the movies were good too. Does anybody know who's live right now? Should we send it to Lolcow Wild? Let's send you guys to Lolcow Wild. I want my MTV. If you guys want to go watch Lolcow Cash, you can go watch Lolcow Cash. I'm going to send you to Lolcow Wild here in 2 minutes. When I do, give them huge love. I bet they're going to freak out. I bet you they're going to be super excited. I would love to see their reaction, and then go watch whatever you want. But it would be awesome to go give them some watch hours. If you give them, they're trying to get their channel pushed through. If you go there and you can stand it for 5-10 minutes, those 5-10 minutes are going to go very long for getting them their watch hours to get their channels positioned. So really do, if you can, give them some love and attention, and then go watch Cash or whoever else is on if you need to, if you want to, if you prefer. But give Wild a good chance just to help get them set right in this entire system. It goes, the views to Wild right now will go a long way, is what I'm saying. They got 20 viewers, I guess. Let's see if we can get them to 120 and see if we can watch for a little while. That would be pretty sweet. Thank you guys for hanging with me this morning. I think we got a lot processed, and feel how you want to feel about it all. But I just wanted to rewatch it, and I figured to rewatch it with you guys be more interesting to me to have you guys here. We can help LolcowWild right now. Let's go check them out. Thank you guys for watching LolcowRewind. When you go to LolcowWild, say I take a walk on the wild side. Say that shit in chat. It'd be so corny. Appreciate y'all. See you over on LolcowWild.